So you guys, I would say, Victoria and Avedon have now finally came back, and after doing, I guess, a watch of sorts, while the rest just outside the gate, this little area, while the others kind of did the stuff within, and are now grouped up for the long rest. Is any of you necessarily doing particular, do any of you intend to do watches of any kind? Possibly
I
watch
think
the
Hazel
others
definitely
while
would.
of you getting outside the
Yeah, I
hut?
presume so.
Yeah, I
For
can do
sure.
I can do a quick guard.
For reference,
Considering how many people we've got, we can definitely do like 2 chunks of 2-hour watches.
The answer is Moritar says, "Fuck that, we've got magic."
Norlis set up both Alima and
I
Sandy.
can just cast. No, I can't cast alarm. We have not long rested.
Yeah, he
Normalist-
cast alarm kind of at the front somewhere, I think around here.
Norlis set up both Alima and tiny hut in the room and an alarm at the doorway to the room.
Oh, the alarm was right here?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was over here.
I can't see over there, so I don't even know.
Oh, I
probably
kind of,
not.
yeah, I thought you would do it at the entrance to this little area, not just immediately there, because I think, okay. Because the utility, if you having an alarm right next to where the,
I mean, you're
because
probably
I assume
right.
most
That
of
would have
this
made more
room is
sense.
covered by the hut.
Yeah, that probably
right?
would have made more sense. So yeah, let's say I did that then.
Okay, well I'll say, as in, if you remember where the little gates are, I'll assume it was at that.
Yeah.
Unless you want to stick with the having it right here.
No.
Oh, you wanted to have it right there?
That's not me
That
picking.
was my thing. Sorry.
That works too. Okay.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't your ping?
No.
Oh.
Am I really quiet
Well,
for
that
you
would
guys?
also not be a bad place to put it. Probably it,
Mic quality is a bit lower than normal.
Do I have the
mine
wrong...
or someone else's?
Let me see it. I'm being talked over notably, so I'm curious if I'm not being heard properly.
Your microphone's a little quieter than normal.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's a little lower.
Significantly.
There we go.
Okay.
What did you just do, babe?
I think...
Yeah, you were very quiet, boss.
I think Discord fucked me up and swapped my inputs with... I have no
Yeah,
idea
it did.
which... Okay, cool. I thought everyone was being a little rude and just talking over me. Not gonna lie.
No,
I'm
you
like-
were very quiet. You were very, very, very
I'm
quiet.
very glad I asked. Cool, excellent.
Yeah, we're not mean.
No,
Okay,
no,
I
no,
am
no.
mean. However,
No,
not in...
I'm mean.
I didn't mean it like that.
I would say I am mean, just not in this situation.
Okay.
I always have to be mean to him.
So who's doing the first, like, rest? Oh, sorry, not rest, a watch. Who's doing the
I'll
first
do
think
the
Hazel-
first watch.
Hazel will
Okay,
also
roll
do
up
the
the
first
second.
watch. So yeah, we'll be sitting together, I suppose.
I want Victoria and Moritar to do a watch together just to see the gossip that comes out of it.
Oh, there's gonna be mad beef.
20 per
Moritar's
boss.
refusing to do a watch.
Okay. So you're doing the watch,
Oh my
and you
God.
kind of, so first of all, are you leaving the dome or no? I mean, when I say dome, are you leaving the hut or no? Assuming you can hear stuff outside the hut.
You can.
I think
Okay.
she doesn't understand the hut because she doesn't do the whole magic thing, so she's probably just going to sit outside.
I like that. I love that, actually. So many characters. So
Okay. You hear a variety of couple stuff. Firstly, you hear rattling and movement, likely from the skeletal horses. They seem to be moving about a little bit. Nothing too crazy. There was just mild trots and mild movement. Nothing that sends like, a charging movement or a heavy trot or anything like that. You hear not too much else besides that. It seems to be mainly movement along relating to the horses, skeletal horses.
Okay.
Who's
I
doing the
don't do
rest?
anything.
Let's keep saying rest. Watch.
Do yourself a favor and get back into the dome, thingamabob.
Very well, if that's what you want.
Okay.
Why do I
Roll
just try to
perception,
look
whoever's
at
going next.
who's next?
And also let me know if you guys are fiddling with certain items while this is occurring.
Victoria can be part of the one. Also, let me... Issa currently cannot fit in the dome.
So she's
Okay,
always
let-
on watch.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I stay up?
Victoria will also not be in the hut.
Okay, so who's rest?
As per
who's
usual.
watches right now? Is it Victorians now? So the
I'd probably
first
say
we had
Victorians.
Hazel, I think alone, I assume.
I think I was
And
with
then who's
Moritar.
next? Oh, with Mortar? Okay.
I think so.
Oh.
Oh.
I've
Mortar, were
already
you
stated
doing anything
Moritar
during
will
this
not be
time, or-
doing that.
You know, I was someone else. I
Oh.
thought it was Nornalus. Am I crazy?
I will watch with
Maybe.
Victoria.
Alright, I'll take a watch by myself. It's fine.
I would watch with Victoria, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so who's doing the next watch after the first one?
Me and Sardonis.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so guys, roll perception checks.
Oh, you sure you want me to do that? Oh, that's actually worse than I expected.
Okay. I mean, I could have. Would you preferred me have you guys do one with advantage, or?
I would appreciate doing my
You know what? We can ignore
advantage.
Amethyst roll and just have that if Amethyst is fine with that.
That's a Amethyst. Babe, such your cute.
Otherwise, we'll just go to 16.
Amethyst, please.
Who was?
I mean, I guess it'd be sardonic.
Do
sorry,
you
not
want us to? Do you want us to do just mine with advantage, or do you want to use 2 separate rolls?
You can do yours with advantage. You have your first.
Okay. The point is we wouldn't do.
Okay,
so
there we
you can help
go.
each other. Okay. So with 25, you hear a bit. You hear some movement farther off. And it quickly turns to the sounds of combat.
Oh, that's not.
Over in probably around a good. Let's see. At least 150 feet. Yeah, around 150 feet away.
Okay.
Do you do
Does-
anything?
But it's not like concerning to me personally, correct?
I mean, it's up to you. It could be, people fighting things. It's it's up to you to decide if it's concerning or not. As
You
in-
know,
actually, when I say 150 feet, I should give context that it's sounding kind of like in the direction of the entranceway you came to this area from.
I will turn myself towards the entrance. And me
When I say
and
entranceway, I mean entranceway to this battle map.
Yeah. Which
Oh. Far. Okay. In that case, not our problem.
Okay. Since it's a whole 2 hours, you keep hearing stuff. If it gets a bit farther on, you hear all sorts of sounds, from combat to triggering of things to the fast movement, to the various movement of the skeletal horses. You definitely hear like a loud banging noise of sorts. You hear some additional cheers and wails and whatnot from combat, and eventually towards around a good 80 minutes into the watch, things go silent again.
Cool. I'll kind of look at Issa a little concernedly, but I'm way too tired to do anything. So, love her. She's just gonna have to. We're just always gonna have to deal with it. We'll deal with that in the morning. Cool. Oh my gosh. That's terrifying.
Okay, so the next group, it's your time to go. Are you guys doing anything additional to then, are you taking the time to attune to the hand crossbow or no, Victorian?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless it seems dangerous at all?
Who's doing the next long rest? I mean, not really that. I keep saying the wrong thing. Who's doing the next watch?
I mean, we know what you
Okay.
mean. If it means any consolation.
Yeah. But, okay.
Just because you're saying the wrong thing doesn't mean we don't know we know the drill.
Yeah, but it's fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
For reference, Nornless
Uh,
isn't taking any watches, so
Okay, is anyone else doing a watch?
I can
Because I'm
take
assuming
another
we're
watch if we
doing
need another
6 to
watch.
2 hours. I'm assuming there's gonna be 2 more watches.
If need be, I can take another watch.
I'll take the one after her then.
Okay. Is that it? So we'll do really, wouldn't that be harmful to you? To do that many? Oh wait, actually, would it? I forget how mechanics.
Let's say you're tabaxi.
I'm a tabaxi. I can probably sleep normal. I don't know.
Hold on, let me.
I'll just pass
I
out
mean,
during my rest.
whatever.
It's fine.
Real.
If you want the mechanical answer,
Yeah, I'm about to say you want the mechanical answer.
The
The
mechanical
mechanical-
answer is I will take exhaustion.
I'm about to say
yeah,
I'm about to say the
that's
mechanical
mechanical
answer.
The actual answer, though, is probably going to be Hazel says she's taking another watch. She goes outside and falls asleep outside the hut.
Real, so cool, so true of her. I love her to death. So she's so real for that.
So yeah, I'll take another watch. If no one else wants to take a real one.
And then Abaddon will do the last watch.
I think Abaddon's acting as Hazel right now. I think he's already out.
What?
But he spoke not that long ago.
I love it.
I thought I heard a snore.
No, I think.
I
he's
am wide
flirting.
Abaddon,
awake.
this is amazing.
I think he's gaslighting us.
I
Okay.
am wide awake. I do not enjoy this slander, people.
Is this
Oh.
Mortar speaking, or is this?
No, it's Abaddon. That was Abaddon's voice.
That's
I'm so bad at this-
cheesecake.
I mean,
so
cheesecake
bad at
voice,
flipping
what I
your
meant
guys'
to say, but
voices.
yeah.
I don't
That
know
is
why.
cheesecake. One day
I'm
you're
like-
gonna call me like Ian or something on the screen.
I'm so bad at telling apart Moritar and Abaddon's voices.
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
It's endearing, so I'll say probably not.
Let's go with
What's
that.
because of European?
A blade can eat other magic weapons.
Okay.
So...
Roll your perception.
Yes.
at disadvantage, you're asleep.
Sure.
It's like,
I don't think you can roll.
Oh.
But I say I don't think you can
So,
roll if you're asleep.
You
Ooh,
started
skill
to
issue.
do something like, but kind of like an insect flying, but you kind
Probably
of
nothing.
dozed off.
you are unsure if you have ears.
And that was towards the end of the thing. You well, actually,
Like
now
an
that probably will
insect
happen.
flying?
Yeah, you kind of hit like this light. Yeah, it got a little
Um,
close, but then it kind of
Like an
What's been the
insect
wind?
flying?
yeah, like an insect flying. Zzz.
Wait a
What's been the wind?
second.
And it was a
And I-
little bit in the distance, but you kind of you lost
Yeah,
track
that's
of it. and
not-
kind of fell asleep.
I open the
That's
eyes,
not-
see the biggest bee I've ever fucking seen, and go back to bed.
Okay, it wasn't too close, but you kind of heard it in a little bit, then you kind of fell asleep.
Mhm.
Abaddon,
Obviously, don't answer this, but that better not be what I think it is.
Abaddon,
Continue.
since they fell asleep, were you kind of intending to like kind of force yourself awake, or relying on them to wake you up?
Like I guess. be
'Cause I
prepared
assume
to
it would be
wake
the
up by
latter.
himself. Like be prepared to wake up by
He sets an
himself.
alarm on his phone.
Yeah.
Do you have a did you have a means or plan to be able to wake yourself up within 6 hours?
Not really. There's no fucking alarm clocks, are there?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm sure Moritar could learn to build one.
I mean, I want to give you like see if I can give you like a maybe you could do a con check to see if you're lucky, but I feel like that's a weird way of doing that. Con check would be weird.
It's
Maybe a
not,
wisdom check.
it's not perfectly
Why is-
necessary
To be
either.
fair, to
Out
be
of
fair,
curiosity, why is
Why
Nornalis
is he
not taking a
will-
watch?
he's
There's that too.
But he said he's
So-
not. He feels safe where he is. He doesn't feel the need to it. He thinks you guys are wasting your sleep.
Fair. Okay.
Hey, damn.
I thought it was just
well,
because you were
yeah,
like,
No, he had
busy.
trust in his ability. He set
Okay.
up an alarm. He set up a dome that's impenetrable without dispel magic. He feels confident that if
okay.
something's
Yeah, I was
gonna wake him up, it'll wake him up.
okay. Well, I was kind of
Fair.
looking for something pretty high to justify like waking up on your own when you were expected to like have someone wake you up. So let's say you probably I was looking for like an 18 or so. So I'm going to have it be that you don't kind of wake up. And then you all guys wake up a bit, and it turns out that okay, Hazel fell asleep during her rest. So you don't quite get too much information.
I would
Good morning,
like.
everyone.
Good morning. There was a bee, maybe. I kind
A
of saw it, but I
bee?
kind of didn't. Yeah, a bee.
You didn't wake me up, mate.
Do you
I.
care to explain the bee?
I've told you everything I know about any bees. That's all I got. She sounds very uncharacteristically like not a bitch yet. You get the sense that she is probably a bitch intentionally. And is currently not being one.
will fly over it and just sit on her head.
Oh. Okay. This is what you guys do?
Not really.
No, I don't believe it is. I'm not sure what they're doing.
Great.
Victoria, I think that's kind of rude, but you do, to be honest.
You didn't even ask, but it's whatever.
I think it's time to divvy up the magic items.
Right, yes.
Wait, what magic items?
I assume
What the
some
hell
of that
did
would
I
have
do?
happened before you guys slept, and some
Yeah,
of it
Yeah, no, I kind of
mixed
figured.
in the rest, and some of it could be now.
I mean, it would have taken us like during a long rest to identify them.
Yeah, that was during the process. Like some of you, I assume, at least during the initial part, like Mortar probably would have been focusing on that, doing it earlier, while some other people doing a rest.
Yeah,
And I guess same with possibly same with Normalist, unless they.
As you
were
have
sleeping through the
2
whole thing. In that
hours
case, they
of
can retcon
your,
some stuff.
you have 2 hours of your 8 hours, which you can do light activity, which would include identifying.
yeah. That,
Unless Mortar could identify all of them.
Nornalis
If-
and Moritar spent like the first 30 minutes ritual casting identify on all the items, and then divvy
Alright.
them up
Yeah.
before going to sleep.
And
I'm going
whatever
to
items
assume,
got left
since
would
that
get thrown
no
in the bag.
one's really handled the cleaver that much, I would assume, correct? Or no?
Yeah. Not more one's dealt
No,
with
they
it
said
either.
they will say that they said they'd try to do it in the morning. So, Abaddon, if you'd like to attempt to attune to this, I'm not certain it'll accept you, but it prefers the female orientation.
I think I look pretty feminine. Sure, give it a thing to me.
You have a little twink energy about you. No, I'm sorry.
Excuse the fuck.
That wasn't actually normal.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Abaddon feels more like a bear to me, but I could be wrong.
Abaddon is
fuck me?
definitely a bear. I've known this man for all of 24 hours, and he's definitely a bear.
No, no.
What the
See,
fuck?
this
I
one gets
just
it.
wanted to
talking
say it. I just wanted to say it. It's not true.
Oh, I know, and I just want to punish you for saying it. Because I love you, and I want you to suffer.
I guess we're just all throwing our 2 cents in it. Fuck me. Alright, give me the stupid cleaver.
What does that thing do?
I don't know. It looks sharp and heavy. Give it to me.
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
a
it looks
lot,
like-
actually.
It looks like
Yeah.
it hits things really well.
I hand the Norless hands the cleaver of thread to Abaddon first.
What does the hat do?
What does the
It
what do?
hits.
The little hat.
What little hat?
I'm not talking about out of character. I'm talking about the Valkyrie helm.
That's not
Oh!
a helmet.
Do you
Alright.
not know what a helmet is?
I mean, yeah, but that's not fun. It's a hat.
Right.
Alright, I don't
Right.
think you
Not
deserve
a
getting it
fun
on face just
Okay.
based on that.
I determined that this helmet would be most well used by sardonyx. So
Ooh, okay.
Wait. Quick question to all of you.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to have a blackout of what happened last night. Why the fuck do we have a helmet, a crossbow, and a cleaver?
The crossbow was found on a corpse. The helmet
Alright.
and a cleaver. We fought a Valkyrie while you and Victorion were keeping guard outside the tomb. I believe you just blanked out. Like, I think you just turned your brain off for a moment. We called for you. You
Well,
didn't rush in
They
until
were not farting.
we called for you. You didn't rush in until we were already had defeated the Valkyrie that was protecting the tomb of Thread's Great Warrior. Yes. I'm sorry. We did call for you. We did knock.
Abaddon just sort of crumbles into fetal position. I was a fucking Valkyrie and I didn't wake up.
Yes, it turned into a weird whale creature. You truly did miss out.
I fucking demolished it. It was really fun.
Oh, come
Well,
on. Grab me
you
up my
just
fucking
started
nose
guard
while
the
you're at it.
I was playing fetch with Issa because she's a little scared of fighting after what happened last time.
Oh, don't worry,
I
we
can
all
show
die at
Abaddon
least
my
once.
notes and my drawings.
So Abaddon, if you wanted to attempt to attune to it, that is the Cleaver of Thrud. It does prefer women to be their wielder, but it may accept you as its wielder for the time being. If it doesn't, frankly, I don't know what will happen.
Gender is
Alright.
what you make of it, frankly.
Cleaver, I identify as a woman. Command. Yield to my will.
Okay, so
Yield
you
to
go
my
to grab pick
will.
it up. So,
I am a woman.
so
That's
the
what I was gonna
situation.
say.
You guys initially have that assumedly on the floor, or does Nornless hand it to Abaddon?
Well, I'm pretty sure you have to touch it to identify it, unless I'm incorrect.
Well,
So
yeah,
I
do
was
not-
I was
Oh, yeah, you
holding it, so I handed
you
it
can
to
have-
him.
So, for Nornless, it felt heavy at first, but it kind of became lighter as you held it over time when you're identifying it. But it became a little heavier towards the end. And that was your experience earlier. Now, I assume it's been like placed somewhere on the floor, maybe by a chest, or I guess if the chest is broken, or by some object or whatever. Have you held it since, or is Abaddon just picking it up?
I assume I tried, like, I had it sitting next to me and I picked it up to hand it to him.
Okay.
Or at least
You
try
also,
to.
additionally, when you identified it, you didn't see, like, it didn't seem to give you any indication it needed to be attuned.
Right. Attunement is just a fancy word for feeling anyway.
Yeah, you're just kind of feeling up its vibes. Yeah. An attunement check's a vibe check.
Rizzing up the magic item.
Sure.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty fucking steezy with this thing.
Okay.
Sorry, I was not expecting that.
Evidence cooking.
I was not expecting that. Sorry about that.
So
I will say the
Abaddon,
Victoria.
Either way, Abaddon, you go to pick it up.
Yes. It
What is
fucking
your
explodes.
emotional state or your kind of viewpoint, and what do you intend to use this for? And in what way?
Emotionally, I'm in extraordinary turmoil right now. I want to chop this thing, preferably on my own head, and on Durak. Generally, I just want to swing really fucking angrily with this thing, like in the nearest fleshy direction.
Okay, alright. Within the context that you be holding that in one hand and anything else in a different hand, or just immediately that?
2 hands, full fucking swing.
Okay. You grab it, and it feels pretty, like, weirdly light. But it has some strength to it. It feels funky. It's like, initially it feels really heavy, but then that it goes away very quickly. However, as you go to put your hands, like both hands on the blade, it suddenly becomes really heavy, like abnormally heavy. Do a strength save.
Oh, now this is what I'm talking about.
The thing
Never mind, osteoporosis.
like
Sorry,
swings down and mashes into the stone. It just felt so heavy in your hand. Like it felt like it must have been, several tons.
May
Can I try to pick it
I frenzied rage and attempt it again?
Is someone going to try to grab it as you do that, or no?
I want to try to grab it.
Touch it and you lose the
So-
fucking hand.
Oh,
It looks to be very
okay.
okay. So, okay. In that
that real?
case, you're both going to
that
try to
actually
grab
happen?
it at the same time. So I guess do a what would be a good check to determine this?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'm thinking sleight of hand. Both of you roll sleight of hand to see who grabs it first.
I want to
I
see
mean
what
that.
he rolls to see
I
how
mean-
easily I can beat him.
I mean that would be initiative, really.
Oh, that's
Ha 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 ha! You're funny.
Good luck. Fuck.
yeah.
I'm a
Bestie.
+10, baby. I'm a rogue, damn it.
Hold on. Get +10.
Okay.
Rogues get expertise.
So Hazel,
That's how I have +10 in perception. Sorry.
what are your ultimate goals in terms of your interest in this blade?
I heard the old ones say it likes to attune to women. And so I just want to catch its vibe. I want to see how it feels to hold it. I don't think I can use it, and at best I think I can sell it, but I have no intention of using it.
Okay.
I
Did
hope
you
it's
have a heavy
misogynist.
intention to sell it or a mild intention to sell it?
I think the biggest thought in her mind right now is curiosity.
Okay.
No, it's just curiosity to wonder what it's like. Because it didn't look that heavy. For him to be, like, dropping it like that, it didn't look that heavy. So she wants to pick it up just to, like, look at it.
It feels heavy, but nowhere near as heavy as it seemed to be. You're able to relatively easily pick it up, and it feels a bit lighter as you hold it each individual second. It feels like it's getting lighter.
Sexist weapon. We love it.
You can't carry this?
elevation.
She just starts, like, swinging it in the air like a wiffle ball bat. Just like, you can't carry this?
I hope it's sexist.
Might be.
I hope it's sexist. One of my favorite
Wait, I'm using
quotes
the
from
wrong character
Abaddon,
voice.
actually.
It might
Wait.
be.
We don't have a quotes channel. Yeah. Ooh, can I
Okay,
try? Can I try?
Hazel, you gained the finesse trait when using this weapon.
No fucking way.
I don't think I want to try.
I didn't actually look at what it does, so I don't know if I could actually use it. But if it has finesse, that means I can do sneak attacks with it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Who gave the
We have
rogue a
given-
great sword?
Who gave the rogue a great sword?
I
Okay,
will
wait.
it's a one-handed weapon. I should specify. Sorry, I should specify. It appears to be a one-handed weapon. It's not a.
This is a cleaver of thread.
Yeah. Did I post the image of what it looks
Yes,
like?
it is.
The image,
You
I
did
don't
not
know.
clarify what
Yes,
weapon
yes.
it was, so no one on the planet has any idea what the damage die is, I don't think.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've hit.
You
okay.
gain a legendary action?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
What the?
That is
the blade
actually
can... Oh my
insane.
god.
You just gave that to the Soul Knife Rogue, everything's
Okay,
it's
but the
over.
problem is that I don't want to use it because my soul knives, like, the big thing
Well,
about them is that I can
There's
throw
other
them.
people can use it. That's not. I'm not saying I've designated fully to them.
Wow, that's still so cool.
Come
Just
on,
getting a
Tim.
legendary action alone is crazy. Does it seem to like want to like take over my mind or some like weird ancient relic thing?
Not initial. It's hard to do a insight check, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
sort of cause coded, sort of cause, I see it.
Is this insight check to infer magical knowledge? Because if so, I will roll at disadvantage.
Oh. Skill issue.
15.
You aren't really sure, but like, it's hard to tell. It is if it's capable of it. You think it might be, but if it's doing it now, you don't think so. But you're not really sure. But your ultimate like understanding is that it doesn't seem to be right now, if it has that
Huh.
capability.
Well, if it's too heavy for the rest of you to carry, I suppose I can just hold on to it for a while. It is a little unwieldy. I don't know if I'd want to actually use it, but it does feel... It feels very good to be holding it.
Moritaz point blank staring at you with the give me hand.
Abaddon as well.
Oh,
Wonderful.
It also feels light enough. That I think you already obviously read it, but if it feels light in your hand, that implies it has the light trait for you.
Wonderful. So I could dual wield with this.
You know.
I think she very daintily, this thing feels like nothing in her hand, so she just daintily holds it over Moritar's hand, lets go, and waits for it to plummet, taking him to the ground.
It's the
Wait, so you hand it to Moritar
Hold on.
and
Yeah.
understanding that
Moritar
you-
is genderless and formless, right?
Yeah.
I want to see how this goes out.
Well, he's
I
I
wanna
want
see
to
how this
I want to
plays
see
out.
what
Big
happens
armor,
when he's suddenly
but-
carrying a heavy thing.
Wait, assuming he's in the big armor right now, but
Yeah.
So do you kind of plop it in his arms, or how do you do it?
I imagine he's holding out his arms in front of him, horizontal, and I am taking the sword and dropping
It's
it
only-
into his hands.
Yeah, it's only
Okay.
one hand. Just like a give me.
Then yes, I'm doing that, regardless. In my mind, I think cleaver and I think greatsword, so that's why I keep saying the wrong thing in my brain.
Okay.
But yeah, I
Moritar.
drop it out to him.
As it lands in your hand, I need you to answer me a question. Does Moritar have any regrets?
Oh!
Would love to get one.
I personally think that Moritar to regret all of their actions. Personally,
No, Moritar has
No.
0 regrets.
so
Takes out
Moritar's
the-
just a bad
That's true.
person.
Salamander
understood.
thing.
Okay.
Crow's got no remorse.
So you hold it, it kind of plops into your both hands, but both hands are not on the handle. It
You're gonna
feels
grab it by the handle, obviously.
heavy with one hand or two hands.
Not with one hand.
Okay. It feels heavy, but feels a little lighter, but it feels like its weight is very inconsistent. And the weight distribution feels like it's very inconsistent. What I mean by it is it feels like it's constantly changing. Okay, dude, it feels really weighty, but in a way that feels like it would be impractical to use. But it's unclear if it will stop at a certain point. But it's also like funky. Okay. Additionally, what are Mortar's intentions in regards to this item?
It's a weapon. You use it to kill things.
You don't have any intention to sell it or
No, it's the
or
very
modify it or feed it anything, since you did learn that when assuming
It's
actually, no,
very
is it Norlis
very
identified it?
it's very bluntly it's a weapon which is used to kill. Mortar is it's a very straightforward. If it's a weapon, it's used to kill.
It eventually kind of evens out, and it feels kind of like how it looks. However, just to be clear, you do would Norlis have learned everything about it from identifying itself, or did Norlis identify it?
I mean, I imagine no one was to identify it considering they had it.
Okay, Norlis, did you tell Mortar everything about it, or no?
I didn't tell anyone anything about it. I just basically said, I said this weapon has a penchant for females, and
Yeah,
that's basically it. Like, try your hand and see how it fits in your hand, because I figured that the abilities it would offer would change if it accepted the wielder or not, so I didn't tell them any specifics.
Over time, it does feel a little lighter in your hand, Mortar, but it's definitely went through some processes.
So Normus, what does this actually do?
Well, it has the ability to consume other magic weapons, which I found quite interesting. I don't know what happens if it does that, though. I assume its power will temporarily or permanently increase. It allows you to more deftly remove limbs for some reason. I'm not sure why that was a specification. So,
I love Norlis going. I'm not really sure about this.
I'm
Don't
not-
ask me too many questions.
the item, I didn't get too much concrete information as I was identifying it. It appears that the item itself does not want to reveal all of its information to me. I
As he says
I
this,
don't know much about it even after using the spell.
Okay. As he says this, Mortar, you have this weird feeling and it's odd. I want you to roll an int saving throw.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that one. Thank you, PC, for nearly crashing. Well, I'm also going to use my special thing to add a +5 to that.
Can
You
you
love
do that in
Flash
this
Genius.
situation or no?
Yeah,
It's
Flash of
any-
Genius.
It's any ability check and saving, I believe.
Yep. So that's a 15.
Okay. You don't quite make it. Mortar, you feel the need to say something out loud. I'm going to send you what that is.
Oh no.
This is gonna be fun.
I want this to be said in character in the most serious amount of time as possible.
Yeah, same.
I hate this game. I can't roll above a 4.
Skill issue.
You weren't here last session. I generally did not get above like a 4.
Dang. What is it? What are we laughing at?
His rolls
it
were really
was-
bad.
Oh my god.
Well, now I'm back, so all the bad rolls go to me. That's a lie. I got a 25 when I'm perception check.
I can't wait to have the DM try and turn my character into something else.
I need more coffee.
I've sent you. That's it. That's the statement.
Person whom is currently holding me, name 5 women, otherwise your armor is mine.
What?
Name 5 wyverns?
You can say it again if
Women.
you want. but-
Mm,
Name
Name-
5 women.
You
Name
have
5 women!
Name 5 women is crazy.
you.
Mortar will proceed to have the weapon in hand. Point to Sardonyx, say Sardonyx. Point to Hazel, say Hazel.
Point to
Say-
me, point to me.
And then say,
The weapon
then
becomes lighter as you do each thing.
No,
Does Isa count as a woman? Does Isa count
Uh,
as a woman?
I think she
No.
does. Issa's a woman.
Are
It's a
they?
woman?
Are
They
they?
use
Yes,
she
that's
Hey.
not
a
the thing.
woman.
I don't
Yes,
know.
that's right.
by
This is a
definition,
woman.
they are still maturing so low.
Not a woman,
That's
but a girl
fair.
baby.
You're right. My baby girl, leave her alone.
Mortar
She's
will
gonna
then
grow up to
proceed
be
to say,
big, strong, and giant.
Mortar
There's
will
also
proceed to say,
Claire is also with you.
Yeah.
They've been kind of relatively silent though.
Leave Claire, yeah, quick.
Mortar will then point to Claire and then just say Marie and Mary.
What?
Marie then points to Claire, says Claire, and then just off top of their head says Marie and then Mary.
Have you met people named Marie and Mary?
It never said I had to know them.
It did just say name
Oh my
3
gosh,
women.
shut up.
5 women.
Shut up. Wait, hold on. Are we operating off of the logic that in universe Moritar knows 4 women, and there are 3 women, and they're in the room with it?
He can't name any other women.
No. Moritar knows 3 women, and they're in the room with it.
I mean,
You've been defeated by your own logic. It never said I had to
spoil
know them.
anything.
That is true.
Moritar
Shut
knows
up,
3
careful.
women, and they're in the
The
room
women,
with
sorry,
it.
the sword feels lighter until it feels very heavy. Like, but it keeps getting heavier, but it doesn't feel like it's
Yeah,
twisting
oh
or
my
moving in your
gosh.
hand. It just feels like it's getting heavier.
Name 2 other women.
Do
Name 2
another
other-
int save.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Moritar knows 3 women in universe, and I think that's amazing.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Well,
that's not
You
okay.
feel like it was
Never
going
mind.
to try to force you to say something again, and you can kind of get an idea of what those words were, but you aren't forced to say them. Do you want to say them anyway?
I need to know what it
Or
says.
know what they are?
I need to know what they are before before coming
Okay.
to a conclusion. What saying them.
I'm just wondering when this sword is going to try to forcibly feminize Moritar.
Also,
I
the fact that
really
Moritar
wanna-
lived on a literal island on their own their entire existence.
I want Victorion
You're
to
just
get
gonna spoil that out
femboyified.
of context, out of character?
What?
I mean, Mortar said this already to like
Oh, I
half
guess
the
he.
party.
Yeah, but not everyone knows that.
I don't
It's
think
okay, I've already
Victorion knows
forgotten
that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't fully remember either. No, I don't think Victoria knows that.
I don't know
Dang, no
jack shit about you
wonder.
guys in
No
character.
wonder Moritar is so unsocialized. Worse than Victorion.
You see Mortar kind of like shrug and say like, I guess.
The sword just gets heavy enough that it falls out of your like it starts to feel like it's
I'm-
getting really hard to carry, but it doesn't feel like it's too heavy, but it's getting heavier as time goes on, as like each second.
Give me a moment.
Mortar's gonna tie a rope around it, like a good bit of rope. Move away from the group to a bit of more open area, and start trying to like swing it around.
By the rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's gonna get exponentially heavier,
So
You're gonna
as
make
you
use
do
of that.
well, first of all, I guess the thing is around. I would say around 70 to maybe around 80. Actually, let's say about 90 pounds as a per, which is heavy.
90 pounds for a sword is fucking insane.
Yeah,
Like
I
that,
know.
he would not be able to swing that thing around at all.
Yes.
That's not me. That's not me disputing your
As
logic,
of
that's me saying that he's going crazy.
as of a point in time where he gets into the room and he's tying to it, like by the end of the time he has like all the rope attached to it and is ready to swing it, it's 90 pounds.
Watching him do that, I think Hazel's just gonna walk over and very like gingerly pick up the sword and just like, "Are you sure this is a good idea?" And she's like flipping it around, just like, "Are you sure you really want to be doing this with this thing? This is
I
a
like the
magical
mental
item."
image. I like the mental image of immediately like let goes it, flip it, increases in weight.
So yeah, as you the context for this is Moritar like holding it by the rope, trying to pull it as you pick it up, or what?
Mortar's like, holding it by the rope.
I pick
How
up the
much
sword
rope
itself.
are you using?
I have a lot of rope.
Okay, but are you holding it by the rope close to it, or just really far away?
Like probably like 30 feet. Like probably like 5 feet.
5 feet of okay. I can get that. Okay. Yeah. So
Have you seen like a rope dart before? Like, kind of like that.
He's
Yeah,
making
okay,
the
I
sword
get
into
the
a
idea.
meteor hammer.
Oh no. The rope isn't doing too well. I mean, actually, I don't know the quality of the rope. Is this? It's doing okay.
There's a rope
But
with a dead body over there.
as Hazel, as you pick it up, it like as Hazel holds it more hard, it feels a lot lighter. Like the weight just goes away that you're holding up from the rope. And
I can
Hazel,
just
it
carry
feels
this when you
light in
need
your
to.
hands.
Yeah, I can just carry this around, and when you want it, you can have it. But like, dragging it around like this is just gonna make you tired.
I also have a bag.
She frog
Okay.
blinks at you. Okay, congrats.
Hazel, do a int save.
Is this because of Moritar or because of the sword?
It seems. It
That's a
feels
nat
like it's
20.
because of the sword. Okay.
That is a natural
You feel
20.
like this. You feel like a weird sensation, like words are trying to be put into your mind, but it doesn't feel like it. Didn't feel too harmful. It felt like kind of pleasant, somewhat. But you can kind of get an idea of what those words were.
Sure.
Okay.
It is a sexist sword.
I'm getting the
Does not
Sextus
like
Blades
men.
wisdom. To be clear, this is not the weapon we got from the Valkyries, right? This was the one that Nornos
No.
pulled from the tomb.
Yes.
we didn't. Well, yes.
I cannot wait for Hazel to decide that all men should die and commit a genocide.
No front, but can that like wait for like
It'll be
another
the first
80
time.
years? What?
Words
Anyway.
are being implanted in my brain, apparently. If only I knew how to read.
No, you do to read the
Anyway,
server.
Oh, that's happening.
Hazel not knowing how to read would check out in universe.
My Final Fantasy character, because I did write lore for them, canonically cannot read because I think that's very funny. I just think it's funny to have characters that just can't read for some reason.
I love that. That's like so funny.
Okay, so I'm
Victoria can read way too well. What is this? What is it been decided upon?
Hazel, that laugh was in character. Hazel laughs like that. Moritzar, I don't think the sword likes you very much.
It is a defective weapon.
I did say that there was a possibility it would reject you. Full stop.
Just like with the crossbow, and it's not used to anything with a trigger.
Can I just quickly ask, why exactly does the sword not like him?
It says you are uncertain. And that you only know 3 women.
Oh.
Verbatim.
Who only? Wait, hold on. We only know 3. You guys only know 3 women?
Correction.
Don't say you guys.
The fire only knows 3 women.
Moritar, you don't have a mom?
Wait, what about that bunny chick with the weird fucking tonfa stick?
No. Moritar, you don't have a
You
mom?
never mentioned that person. Oh wait. You said what else?
Moritar's made out of fire. I don't think he can have a mom.
I'm made of ice. Kind of. I have a mom who is really mad at me right now.
So, verbatim, the sword said to me, "The fire is uncertain, and also seems to know only 3 women. Current holder is nice." That is what it said to me. So, I think, because it has preference, I think I morally have to hold on to it. I promise this isn't me trying to swindle you guys. It just...
It goes
feels...
in the volcano.
There's people who've never touched it who I thought would. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, she like holds it to the parts like, anyone wanna check
I'm
if the
intrigued.
sword likes them too?
I am very intrigued.
I hold it out so if anyone wants to mess with it, they can.
I will hold on to it. I will hold it, actually.
I'm sure it's the size of Victorion, right? At the moment.
It's not that big.
Victorian
Pause.
has not touched it, correct? Right?
Right. Which means it's probably the
I'm
size
trying
of
to touch
Victorion.
it.
Because just a reminder, Victorion is 2 feet tall.
Sorry, did anyone try to grab
what?
it or no?
Wait, Victorion's 2 feet
I
tall?
didn't know if
Amethyst said they would like to grab it, and they're not being
Oh,
able
yeah,
because
this-
people are talking over them a little bit.
Sorry.
Oh, apologies. Let me turn Amethyst up.
It is okay. I have tried speaking several times before.
Let me turn you up because you were like
Wait.
really low.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
now
sorry.
try something again.
Okay, hello.
You're good.
Hello.
I have you on 200% now.
I also have
Yeah.
them on 200%.
I will up you to
Cool.
200%.
I wanted to do things before holding the sword, but I want to hold it now. I will go back to what I was going to do after.
Apologies. Yeah, you are really low. I have you up to 200% now, though.
I am very sorry. I have a very soft voice.
You're
Okay.
You're all
fine.
good.
So Amethyst is going to... Sardonyx is going to take the sword from Hazel.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And she's very intrigued.
Okay, I got a couple of questions for you. What do you think of yourself as?
I feel like that question needs a little bit more context.
Okay, sorry, let me get a point taken.
Okay.
Okay, in terms of
Gender presentation?
cultural background, what do you think of yourself as?
In terms of, sorry?
Cultural background.
Cultural background. I guess she was raised by giants. I don't think she would
You have a
view herself
Goliath.
as a
There
giant.
probably might be some giants.
Well,
in there.
Goliaths, but I think she would view herself as...
Hold on, what?
As
Maybe
in, do you
someone who's
identify more
just-
with that or another group per se? Because you did go to the university for a long time, or a university that was far away. But
Yes. A researcher. A traveler of some sorts.
okay. And is that your final answer, or what would your grouping of answers be?
My
It doesn't have to be a
grouping of
super
answers.
clear thing, but you can just give me kind of a blob.
Well, basically, I will think of myself as a traveler. My main goal is to find the ancient weapons and learn about them.
Okay, and would you think that like would fit your did I say ethnic identity or what did it cultural identity? Do you
Cultural
feel like
identity.
that your cultural identity would be greatly tied, at least in your ideas mind, towards your current goal?
Or more or less where I came from. I would go with where I came from. From the north,
Okay,
the
okay.
mountains
So,
of
so you,
Garconia,
ultimately where you came from. Okay,
the Goliath people, basically.
all right. So, okay, my other question is, well, actually, yeah, I'll keep it with that for. Actually, yeah. What is your current emotional state?
Curiosity, intrigue,
Okay.
kind of more on the happy side too. We found our
And-
first ancient weapon, and I'm elated.
Do you have any intentions in regards to this?
Learning about it,
Okay.
studying it.
And there is one final question I'll ask, which I normally wouldn't do this, but I think you're one of the people who might have a greater understanding of it. Do you feel weird about this weapon, given the context that it most likely has been used to kill a lot of Goliaths? And I would say the reason you would know that is you would have known that, okay, hey, we found this in the
Yes.
tomb of Scrag. Scrag was an ancient warrior, and they were, very much, that lived up to that name as a warrior, and fought during that war, and likely, and since the war was almost, between like the humans and then like the giants and Goliaths and such, they likely killed a lot of Goliaths.
Yeah, but why blame a weapon for the actions of its user?
Can you repeat that?
Why blame a weapon for the actions of its user?
So it feels kind of heavy in your hands, but gets a little lighter over time. And after a little while, it starts to rumble in your hands a little bit.
Is this
However,
normal?
the rumble seems short-lived, and it feels a bit lighter, but it definitely starts to get a little heavier and seems to go in and out of, like, weights. It feels like its weight is very inconsistent. Roll a intelligence save.
Boy. Okay. I rolled an 11.
They rolled an 11 if you
Okay.
didn't hear them.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I just saw it. And then also, so you feel like there's this need or push for you to speak something, and you kind of forcibly say it. And I'll send this to you in a second. Give me like 20 seconds.
Okay, so how do you guys do this? How the hell are all of you fucking lifting this thing with such ease? Except for you, Mortar, you fucking dropped it like I did.
Babylon, I did say that it has a penchant for women. And
Yeah, it's pretty easy to hold it.
and unfortunately I've seen your butt crack. I don't know what I was gonna say actually. I was gonna say something about plumber's crack. Like you clearly have a man plumber crack or something, I don't know.
Is that it? Do I just need
It's you cannot Okay, I have to make sure I don't actually say a transphobic sentence. Holy shit. I'm just not gonna say anything at all, actually. There's no way to make that sentence good. So normally said nothing, because I can't think of a better way to phrase that sentence.
Okay, but I was attuning to it just as normal, right? Just thinking about what I would do with the thing. It's a weapon. I'm gonna kill with it. The hell did you people think about?
I just wondered what it could do, and it told me. Quite literally, as simple as that.
Sexist weapon.
So if
I
I
mean,
wanna,
I wasn't also thinking of killing when I held it, so maybe that changes something.
it's a weapon. Why
It's a weapon, sure, but it's also a thing. And sometimes a thing is a thing, but not a weapon, even if it is a weapon.
No, it's a weapon.
You're losing me, mate.
See, this is why you can't hold it. Because you can't understand this.
I have to say I agree with the young woman.
What the? Well, she just said full contradictory things. Sometimes it's a thing that is not a thing. That is a weapon. That's not a weapon.
Guys, that's it.
Am I fucking?
Consider, though,
Okay, so
what is a
I
weapon
can I
but a
say
thing?
that okay.
Yes.
I can feel
Are we
it within
having a
your-
conversation about gender?
No.
I'm not. I
No.
don't know. I just want to have a. All right.
So I'm
Yeah,
just
Sir
blurting
Donish
out.
speaking.
I can feel it within your soul. You fundamentally misunderstand, but in a way that is moldable. I choose my wheels and often make my own decisions. I am just as much to blame for the actions I cause as the one wielding me. There is more to discuss later, winged one. I am going to murder this axe. I'm going to murder this axe.
Wait, the sword wants to murder the axe?
No.
Was that
I think
Sardonyx
I completely
actually
misconstrued.
talking?
That was me
Yeah,
speaking
Sardonyx
out of
said that. I didn't
character.
mention
What
the
I
axe.
said after
Okay.
before, like what I said ended in late. There is more to discuss later. Winged one.
Understood.
Okay.
Right.
It starts to feel a bit lighter in your hands, and the weight feels more consistent.
Do you wish to wield it, Sardonyx?
Well, that's not fair. The cat got it first.
I still am purely in. I guess in order to learn about it, I have to use it. So why not?
Does anyone have any disagreements with that? Mortar, you rightfully were not able to. Abaddon, you struggled a little bit. Hazel doesn't seem to be the type to wield physical weapons. Is it?
I definitely can make use of it, but it is not my proclivity.
Sardonyx, would you like to keep it for the time being? Sardonyx?
Okay, I don't think they're low this time. I think they're just like,
No,
Your
no,
mic is.
I don't think
your
you're
mic is
actually
lighting up, but I'm
picking
not
up.
hearing anything.
Yes.
There we are, I hear you now. Do you wish to wield the weapon,
don't.
Sardonyx? Okay, I heard them for half a second.
I didn't
Yes,
hear
I
it at
said
all.
yes.
Okay, they
Oh,
said
there we
yeah.
go.
There we are.
I did say yes.
Okay. I
That was a
don't-
weird
I
tech issue.
said in order to learn about it, I'm going to have to use it. So
Right.
Okay.
It's yours for the time being, then, unless we find some better use for it. Does anyone have any disagreements?
Could I just try to hold it for 1 second?
I see no reason not. Solange, would you attempt to hand it over, please?
sure, I'll hand it over.
Abaddon very gently takes the word. Kira says, "I guess we were just not
then,
meant to
wait.
be." I'm sorry.
Do you actually let Abaddon grab it or no?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, Abaddon, how do you grab it?
Very gently, just sort of, very softly, and look at it, and it's like
Do you use one or two hands to do so?
one.
Okay.
I
It
guess we would
feels
just
a lot lighter than when you held it previously. No,
Okay.
another question. What do you consider how do this? What do you identify with culturally? What kind of roots do you kind of view yourself relative to?
torn.
I was about to say that's a loaded question for Abaddon right now. Fuck.
No, that's even roleplay wise right now. That's very indecisive. But he's struggling with that right now.
The blade feels lighter, a lot lighter as you kind of hold it. I'll say that much.
Well, guess it wasn't meant to be. Alright, there you go, Sardonyx.
I mean, it feels, it does, when I say lighter, I mean it feels like lighter than it looks right now for you.
No, like lighter's a good thing if Cheesecake doesn't understand that.
No, he does.
Okay. Just making sure.
Alright then, mate. There you go. Don't hurt yourself with it. I'll hand it back.
Alright, so Darlings has the helmet and the cleaver now. Does anyone have any issues with the way items were divvied up beyond those? I handed the... shit. Hazel has the Ring of Warmth. Victorian has the crossbow. Mortar, I'm assuming you picked up everything that, like, was just mismatched items.
Mortar has indeed done that, but Mortar has also walked off.
Victorian is in the corner practicing with the trigger and very confused by the crossbow, but doing his best.
Abaddon, this is the Valkyrie's axe itself. I'm not certain if it's more useful to you than your current weapon.
Oh no, Mortar just left that in the back after I didn't find it.
Huh?
Wait, did Moritar never take it out of the bag of holding?
Mortar took it out, identified it, and then just put it back in the bag.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know about it then. I don't know about it then, never mind.
Well, I call dibs on the next cool sword. Or
It might well be tiefling, so... Oh. Sardonyx?
he went to the hidden secrets.
Yeah, no, I'm curious. Up there.
I didn't
bye.
ask him to do anything.
Okay.
Did we talk over them again?
No, I heard them.
I don't think we talked over them this time.
They also just like disconnect now and then, so they'll probably be back in a moment. The hurricane. Got it.
Hurricane.
Yeah, no, there's a really bad hurricane brewing up right now. It's the
had
earliest.
no idea.
It's earliest.
But the effects still would be significant.
Yeah, it's the earliest seasonal hurricane we've ever actually had. On record.
We love to see that. The world is a good place to live.
Right. So we have a sword to claim. Let's make our way. Yes. Where the fuck did Mortar go?
Wait,
I call dibs on the sword.
before we do
Yes.
that blue light, do you find it in the list?
Do I find it what nonetheless? I didn't hear that specific word.
Do you find it? And what?
You are breaking up. I'm sorry, friend.
Do
I
you
cannot-
find it annoying?
Do I find it annoying? A little, yes. I don't love the blue, but... What do you
I
ask?
mayhaps be able to help with this. I may be able to assist. As she reaches into her bag and pulls out a funky-looking paintbrush.
What is that?
May I see your hand?
My hand or my torch?
Your hand.
Sure, yes. And I reach out my hand to Sardonyx. Questioningly.
She dips the paintbrush in a weird-looking pigment. So, sword. And
Are they-
draws on your hand.
Okay. What do they draw on my hand?
There we go.
A dick.
Now, you should be able to turn off that light.
Turn off the light.
Mm-hmm.
But I need the light to see.
Do dare trust me. You no longer need this light.
I turn off the light. Or I guess I cover the flame because it's an eternally magic light that I can't turn off without dispelling it. So I kind of just like covered the flame.
So while you're doing this, Mortar's already gone off on their own, and Claire starts to kind of, who's been kind of quiet this time, but accepting of things, and also they've been, I'd say unusually quiet, but they've been more accepting of their position, and start to move up to head after Mortar.
We should catch up with them, but that on your hand is a light rune. It allows you to see. It gives you dark vision, essentially, of 30 feet. So the blue light should no longer be a hindrance.
I appreciate it, thank you. I'm still going to keep it out because I believe it provides me a little bit more sight. I think 40 feet total is how torchlight works. But thank you, I appreciate it, Sardonyx. Miss Nymphalis, my bad.
Okay, so while this is happening, Moritar, you see a small fairy-like creature. I say smaller, but it's tiny. With little wings, kind of better like I would say butterfly-like, kind of fluttered towards you vaguely reluctantly, and the creature looks kind of tired and in disarray.
Mortar's gonna hold out the hand for them.
The creature seems to, land on your hand, and kind of starts to bow, but almost kind of falls over, but kind of retains their balance. And then they kind of look to you. Are you the Reaper of Souls?
No.
Good.
What brings you down into the depths of this crypt?
I got separated hours ago. Familiar smells brought me towards here, but I think the rest went north to find the chamber.
Chamber of what?
The sword. Our village is in great danger, and we need that sword to save our village.
Well,
Someone whom I once thought was kind has betrayed us, and now we have to get the sword.
What the hell is going on?
You
What?
able?
point the way to the sword, and I'll take you there.
Where is everyone else at this point
What?
in time?
Catching up.
I'm
I
kind
am-
of watching this happen.
Right behind.
Are you
Mortar.
watching? Who's watching it happen?
We caught
Where
up.
is-
We didn't really stop.
Yeah, wherever
for
they
long.
are.
Oh, okay, I'll move
I
them.
am watching it happen.
Yeah, I'm moving with them, but I'm
Oh.
slightly distracted.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. In that case, I won't. Well, okay, you guys move on in the way you need. Yeah.
Ba, ba, ba,
Okay.
ba.
Happen.
I will say, can I roll to see if Victorion hears this voice, and if so,
Do
he
we?
will
Well,
immediately hang behind.
are you really? What's your passive perception?
20.
You'd hear it.
Okay, I was just say, to Victorion, what would he not hear? Victoria will hear
Also-
this voice immediately look towards Isa, and you guys watch as Isa kind of starts shifting very uncomfortably.
Okay, you recognize the voice as being from Telf, a pixie.
Oh, oh no. Oh
I
no.
can take you, and where I think the direction is, but I just know it's north. I got lost. I just smelled something familiar, so I went this way, but I may have been wrong, and I've been frightened.
What's
The
in it for us if we
second-
help you?
The
I don't
by
know.
the I would like to say at this point, Issa starts growling heavily the second Victorion and her walk close enough to see.
Calm down.
The pixie kind of looks beyond Mortar a little bit, kind of standing there as they hear something. They're like, fuck.
Victoria
It says fuck?
Victorion raises the crossbow.
Huh?
Hi. Hello?
Hello?
You shouldn't be here.
You shouldn't be here, too.
Victorian, do you know this thing?
Victorion.
I have a name.
Victorion
I
holds up a
didn't hear
finger.
it. Holds up a finger, like shush,
You-
or middle finger?
Like a shush finger, not a middle, like a shushing finger. Tell if I'm dealing with the problem.
I can see. Wait, no, actually, I can't. Well, I mean, what's the problem?
The predicament regarding us. I told you guys I'd handle it. Or at least as I was running away screaming.
I don't. How do I even? Okay.
I don't know
Firstly-
why you're here.
Firstly, I thought we were friends. Two, I'm sorry for cursing. Three, I just kind of came along because they needed people. Four, it hatched.
I told you it would.
Uh, Well, I didn't. I mean, I'm just I just do my thing. I'm not the big. I mean, I only saw the egg like twice. I don't go in that room. I didn't. But you know, things happen. But hey, bygones can be bygones. Okay?
We're not going to hurt you.
We're
I
not?
promise.
Speak for yourself, mate.
Why are we? Hold on, I'm gonna fly right.
I personally see no reason for this to devolve into violence.
Are you hurt?
Moritar, I'm gonna ask you to take at least 2 steps back. Please.
I mean, considering it's currently in Mortar's hand.
Yeah.
It kind of sits down on the hand and kind of gets in like to a. It looks like it's getting into a mild fetal position.
How many more of you are there?
Let's see. Well,
And so the big one will squash you.
I'm the only pixie that came.
That's...
There was about 6 sprites, and a couple fairies. Most of the fairies, sorry, the 2 fairies came with me, but I got lost from them along with the sprites.
Is Kobagi here?
People,
Is Kobagi here?
they should be on the surface with some of the other fairies.
Thank God.
But-
Thank the gods. Okay.
But the people I was with though, they were mad about you. That they felt that you deeply betrayed them. I'm talking
Okay,
about.
next time, let's not murder a defenseless animal. Let's not murder a defenseless animal. Next time.
I mean, but Kilbaki's words is true, though. I think. Also, I'm talking about people with me were Rickert, whom I understand you're familiar with, and Kobanzel, whom
Mhm.
I understand you are mostly okay with.
I'm great with everybody. We just have a disagreement on this one tiny issue that I'm solving. How close are they to the storage chamber?
They might have gotten there already. If it,
God damn it.
I got loose from them a couple hours ago. I got real far. There's shit's happened. I'm not in good. Sorry. I don't know, but I think they got to it. But a lot's happened, and this place is scary.
It is.
Okay.
We will keep you safe. Right, guys? Right?
I heard their voices a little bit not that long ago, but it wasn't good. So I kind of assumed it was a maybe a lie. Maybe like a I don't know.
What does that mean?
I mean, I don't want to believe I heard their voices.
I don't. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Victoria on a Joe Cole, we kill it or not?
No murder. We know I don't like murder. The entire point of this is no murder. The entire point of this, and he gestures to Issa, is no murder. No murder.
Yeah, we
Moritar
got that. That's
likes
what we're
murdering
in for.
things, not me.
All right.
That
Murder's
is
fun when it
good.
pays well.
That is objectively wrong. I do not like to murder.
You're just really good at it.
You.
He's really good at murder. Is this the
Yes.
wrong hand?
Yes.
I'm
you
also very good at
I-
murder, but I don't look like it.
I trust Abaddon before I trusted Moritar. Just saying, but that's me personally.
Right.
Okay, but are we cool? Victoria, remember? Remember
I mean-
the, Oh, wait. What's it
You're good.
called? Remember the stitch lessons? Wasn't that great?
Yeah,
I
and-
learned sewing, remember?
Yeah, and figure skating was really fun. And you're great. So what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna rat me out, and you're going to stay safe.
Okay, what does safe mean in this context?
We don't die.
With that one, and then he points to Abaddon. Stay with that one, and we'll. They're already in the chamber. This is
the-
gonna.
Well, Telf kind of starts to. Oh, by the way, if it did they mention? I think they probably should say it again. By the way, my name is Telf. And then they fly to Abaddon's shoulder, kind of scratching on there and sitting there in a kind of position that's vaguely representative or reminds you of once you had a crow on your shoulder, Abaddon.
Does Abaddon shed a single tear?
He does tear up a little bit. His lips sort of quivers, but then he looks away stoically and cries like a baby.
Victorian, I'm a little lost. I don't understand why you seem stressed that the people from your village, wherever that is, are here to claim the sword to stop the problem that you are also here to stop. Your goals are aligned, are they not?
Partially. So okay. So you weren't here. So let's walk and talk. And
Stop that,
Victoria
by the
will
way.
start hurrying. Or I'm not really walking, but not the point. walk and talk. And then Victorian will start fluttering towards the Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah, that's kind of been
did
here
you
for a
go
while.
northward, or they said they think if they were northward? Let me look back at the map.
Oh wait, north.
Oh, so we're going north, not west.
We're going north.
But if you see a thing, I will say that if you did, that's what they think. That's where they heard the voices. That's where they think they went. However, Moritar, you do see a large, somewhat stationary. It doesn't seem like it's actively moving. Albeit it looks like it possibly could. Giant skeleton. The second one you've seen the last couple days, since you kind of went on a little small reroute at one point with Sardonyx, and you saw a giant skeleton then. I think Abaddon was there too.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, you do see a giant skeleton.
Well,
Mortar will throw a dagger near it.
The large skeleton seems to shift its head a little bit, but it doesn't
Mortar,
seem to
what are you doing?
react much.
I believe
Mortar,
we
what
need
are
to
you
go this
doing?
way. But
I don't know what's happening, but whatever it is, I'm not in the mood for it.
Are you doing a quick killing?
It doesn't seem to be active.
If you're going to murder something, do it now, so I don't have to yell at you about it.
Victorian is already dead.
Oh, good, perfect.
Like it's a skeleton. It's
Oh.
It seems to be a giant skeleton with a bone that forms into a blade, and it's kind of in a sitting position.
I so want to make an insight check on that. So want to make an insight check on
It
that.
did-
It
What are you
did
trying
move
to
its
determine?
head when
Same.
Mortar threw a knife near it.
What are you?
So make.
What are you insight checking? If it's a
I'm
skeleton.
trying to see
What
if it
information do you want to gain?
Yeah.
does it appear to be some sort of. Would I know enough about undead? Would I've read enough about undead to see that if something has a because the biggest deciding factor for me right now is that it has a sword made of bone.
You also would have heard when it shifted its head. It did make a little bit of noise when it did that.
So I gather that it's potentially alive.
Yeah, potentially undead.
Okay.
And also the horses near it are also skeletal horses, and those are standing and everything. Which
I'm
if they
gonna
were
look at the
horses, they
skeletal
wouldn't be too.
creatures, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna level with you. I don't know if you can understand me. I don't know if you have the intelligence left to understand anything. I want to make this very clear. We're walking that way. Nothing will happen to you. If we walk that way, and you do something dumb, that one, and he points to Moritar, will burn you back to being dead again. And he'll just give a thumbs up.
Honestly, looking around, this might be a dead end.
Mortar, you see what seems to be a gate of some kind, which looks locked, with a large tablet sticking out of the ground. Which seems to lightly glow. Like the text on the tablet seems to have a light glow to it, making it readable. If you were in the pitch darkness, you'd be able to see it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, there is a
over
magical
and-
light right next to it.
Go over and read it
Okay.
if I can.
Would you prefer I read out loud to you, or do you want me to just give you access to the thing on Roll20 to read?
Both.
Okay. Oh wait. I'll just have everyone to see it. That's fine. Okay. So. Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Assuming this
To
isn't
enter.
common.
It should be at the top. Yeah. So it's in an old variant of common,
Ye olde common.
but that looks to be parts of it seem to be reformatted to modern Carmen, which is rather interesting. In order to enter, You must answer the following, whispering each answer concisely, closely to the stone. You are allowed 2 wrong answers. And then it lists the questions. What item, given to Vetnor by a particular god, did Vetnor give his firstborn son? You can either say that, or I can just read them all
What?
out. I can just read them all out. The second one is what is the name of that son? The third one is what was the name of that god? The fourth one is how many items did that god bestow upon Vetnor? 1, 2, or 3? The next one is, there is a volcanic island south of here. There is truly a dragon there. What is its name? Then there are 2 more questions. Did Vet have a daughter? And then the final question is, are there any individuals here related to Vetnor whom would not be considered human?
It's a lot of fucking questions.
It really is.
And
I absolutely need to
just-
be able to read that.
yeah, I made it accessible for everyone. Just put it at the top of if you just look up Vetnor Chamber table, Vetnor Chamber, Vetnor Chamber tablet, like in the
Yep,
journal
it's a little
page,
note.
you'll find it.
Oh.
Should be at the top.
I'll say firmly, I don't think I know the answer to any of these because I haven't existed in the game that long.
There's a couple people who some people know more of these than others.
Moritar will also like to investigate the gate.
It seems to be a somewhat magical looking gate, but it's not entirely clear to you if it actually would be that hard to break open. It looks like, although magical, the magic seems to be more about reopening and closing the gate. And it's entirely possible that you could push the gate open via heavy force, instead of always entering the riddles. It also looks to be do a perception check or investigation when you look at it, or maybe insight, any of those. But I'll just pick one. Okay. You do
Investigation.
notice upon the
Wow.
gate a bit of previous damage of sorts, indicating that perhaps it was open in the past but had closed. Maybe, and looks to be some evidence, albeit not great because it's likely from years ago, of possible bloodstains.
Alrighty.
While Moritar does this, is anyone heading north?
I believe I know the answer.
Does
Or
this
is that
feel
in any
like
other direction?
does this feel like a quest that does this feel like something that is helping me actively get towards the sword chamber, or does this feel like this is the
don't
wrong
know.
direction?
You're not sure. You get the idea that the sword chamber, assuming if a giant was just made it clear that yes, the sword chamber is a route that it will go through, and other giants have, you don't feel the likelihood of it being heavily blocked by something that would need you to go through here seems unlikely.
So meaning
However-
that I think that this is probably useless.
I will say, anyone can roll a. Given.
I'll roll a history check to see if I know anything, and then
Yeah, roll a
I'll
history
turn
check.
it right away.
Generalistically, about any of the questions, or more generalistically given, try to use a history check to figure out what possibly could be in here.
I would like to do it about the questions.
I believe I know the answers.
Anyways.
I believe I know the answers to some of these questions.
Likewise.
The first would be the wolf-bitten hand. The second would be the Vetnor.
You whisper that up close? Or
No,
just say
no,
that
I'm
openly?
saying this out loud, so anyone can correct me if I'm wrong. The name of the son was Vet, V-E-T-T. The god was Tyr. There were 3 items. I do not know the dragon's name. I do not know if Vet had a daughter. And I do not know about the last one. I'm quite confident in the first 4 answers, though. Vetnor, the clan Vetnor.
Don't we only have to answer 3?
Is that
Wait.
Is that what it said?
No, you can only get 2 wrong.
Yes, that's what I
Oh,
believed.
okay.
The first answer would be the wolf-bitten hand was given to the firstborn son. The name of the son was Vet. The name of the god was Tyr. And that
What are
god,
these 2 weapons?
the god
Tiefling,
bestowed
the
3
wolf-bitten
items. The wolf-bitten hand, the sword tiefling, and the third, which many do not know much about, unfortunately. Some type of spherical object is all I really know. It
Circle?
might have been Tyr's eye, but that's
Wait,
speculation at best.
I thought it was his eye.
It is a common mythos to follow the claiming a god's eye.
Either that or he castrated himself.
That is also possible. Less likely though.
That he castrated himself.
Yes, gods don't typically willingly do that one.
I don't willingly rip my own eye out.
No, but losing an eye doesn't cut a bloodline. Victorian, would you know the name of the dragon beneath the volcano?
Can I make a history check?
I
You
rolled
can
a 20.
run. But before you do that, Amethyst, what did you roll your history check for? What specifically? Was it to determine like the what possibly would be past the gate, or was it
Yes.
to answer any of the particular questions?
It was to determine what could possibly be behind this gate.
So, given you guys went through another similar gate, there'd be an assumption that the ancient warrior, another ancient warrior would be here. And given these line of questions, there's a decent chance it would be Vetnor. The ancient warrior this whole city is named after. And the whole clan of the Vetnor clan.
Fuck them.
Right. That does sound correct, yes.
So can I... Oh.
Can that roll determine
Basically.
whether or not my answers were correct of the first 4 questions?
What roll? Oh, the 20?
Of the amethysts.
No, that was for what's behind the thing.
Okay, no, I was just curious. We could tie to
Or Tash, I'll do a history check though to
Roll
confirm
another
the
here.
correct. Moritar
For
fucked
what
up.
I would know.
Yeah, Moritar, you're
Moritar.
thinking that,
fuck.
yeah, you think that, like, that the son was named, like, Vetu?
Bob.
Like Vetu with an L, like Vet, but with a U and an L at the end. But you're not like you think he might have just been misremembering something, but you're not sure. But you also think he might have had a different son who might have been the actual first one. So you're not really sure. It could have been a guy named Sigalak, but you don't know.
Duly noted, Mortar, thank you. I don't believe that's correct. Amethyst, you seem to have something on your mind.
Also, can I make the history check for the dragon's name?
The dragon's thing, you can try, but yeah, you could try. No, but yeah, you can do that, but I'll give you context for it once you do it.
Okay.
What was that most recent roll for Amethyst? Oh, see if any of my studies would have given me it. Well,
I don't know
would like to do
anything.
a per answer.
Victorian's distracted, very distracted, in trying to like get out of the situation.
Abaddon's just playing with the picture.
Oh, wait, by the way, did any of you address number 7?
I just rolled for a history check to see if I knew any of the answers. I rolled a 24. I guess that's just for general information on any of the answers.
I'll do it per answer. I'll say for number 7.
Okay.
You're not. This isn't a topic that you aren't that certain of, but you did see it. Well, actually, I can't remember who was it who saw it. Do you remember seeing a tombstone over here?
I don't know where you're pinging.
I'll
Do
lead you to
it
it.
one more time.
Here's the final location.
No.
It was like after you exited the tunnel. Did one of you saw that? I think. I'm not sure which one though.
I don't believe that was
Okay.
addressed by the party, no.
Okay, in that case, I'll say that you, in terms of Vet having a daughter, you aren't fully sure what you think they did, but you don't think the daughter had children. As in, when you've looked at the history and stuff, and more so the, like, if you've seen little charts of, like, the family history of some of the clans, you remember them being, like, listing, like, a daughter for Vetnor, but you don't think she had children. That's, like, the main thing.
Do you mean Vet?
Which is the... Did I say Vetnor? I meant Vet. Yeah,
Okay,
Vet, sorry.
so the answer...
Which
So
is-
I do believe that Vet had a daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't quite remember her... I mean, given the fact that even if you roll high, this is like remembering something you saw, like a very mild thing you saw years ago, so it's like, you know...
Well, Nornless has been a scholar for the past 50, 60
wait.
years.
Yeah, I guess you... So, do you think you would know their name?
He probably came across it in passing, absolutely.
Okay,
He was
sure.
very well... Nornless's focus in the library in which he worked was history.
You know, okay, in that case, you would know that, their name was Gisli.
Okay.
And, she never, married, but did seem to have a roommate that she lived with always.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, they were
So
roommates?
Vet did in fact have a daughter. Can I roll to see? I feel like, is 7 a question we ask ourselves? I'm not exactly sure of the context. Is it asking if any individuals of the party here are related to Vet, or is it asking that more broadly? Because I'm confused on the context of that.
Other individuals, when it says here, I think it's getting about the catacomb.
Okay.
That's what I meant by it, at least.
Okay. I was gonna say, because if it's us, then it's simple as asking. If it's larger, I'm not certain what it's asking.
Then
Okay.
For
Should I roll
sardonics,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to get back to them, and I'd say that they would have. I'm not sure to what extent they would have studied this area, but they did. When you were walking in here, you did see a tomb for a tiefling that said it was the son of Sigilak, and you would know at least enough that Sigilak was the other son of Vetnor. Like, I think that's a reasonable thing to know. I mean, like, knowing the specifics of each family or whatever is too rare, but, like, that's something, interesting name, and they might have some historical significance. And you would know at the very least that if that's the case, then that means that Tiefling would have been related to Vetnor by being Vetnor's grandchild. And if you're a Tiefling, typically Tieflings aren't considered humans. They're considered a different thing. Or more so, Tieflings.
Cool, alright. I would like to roll a history check to see if I know the answer to number 5. It's not my typical wheelhouse of knowledge, so I am perfectly okay rolling that at disadvantage if you would allow it.
Okay, sure.
Alright.
Did anyone else try to roll for the dragon name? Was it Victoria?
Victoria
I
did,
did
and
not,
they
but
did
I'd like
not.
to.
They did. They
Okay.
rolled a 4, so
May I?
Yes.
that's 18.
Oh, you can.
Oh, and disadvantage.
15.
You have no idea. You
That's fine.
are in the understanding that people have various names they give it, but that the idea is that no one, like, the general idea has been always, it's been like a general tale that there's a dragon there, but it was never a confirmation, and the idea that people would know the name of the actual name of a dragon is, like, a little surprising.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Okay.
I rolled an
Where
18 to
did
check for
Mortar
that.
go?
At disadvantage.
Wait, where did Mortar's thing go? I don't see him.
They probably moved their token away.
I
Where did
have
they
not
move
moved
their
my token
to?
at all.
I don't touch my token.
Are they under something?
Who is?
Oh, shouldn't be.
Oh, they're under sardonyx.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
Guys, don't do anything stupid. I need 5 minutes to take out trash. I know I vanish sometimes during session, I promise. 5 minutes to take out trash.
I'm going to do everything stupid while you're gone.
More tabs needs to answer every question incorrect.
Please don't. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Ian.
Okay.
I rolled an
What?
18 for knowledge on the dragon. That was a disadvantage.
You would say that there is mixed record of the dragon's actual name, and there's like in the academic terminology, like there are a couple different names people have guesstimated, and the biggest thing is that you would be reading stuff that actually would, specify the dragon actually existing, which would be a little more secretive, as in, for a lot of people it's more folktale, but the fact that there actually is record of the dragon is a little bit beyond, but it's something that you would have been privy to given your state of the library.
Mm-hmm.
However, the specifics of what the dragon's name were actually would vary a little bit because there'd be a couple different options. So I'm going to give you a couple choices.
Okay.
Okay, let me get them up.
So we know the answer for like the first 4, don't we?
We know every answer except for 5 at the moment.
This has been discussed out loud in character.
Yes, between Nornalis and Sardonyx, the 2 major history buffs.
Ian?
Hmm?
As all the information has been discussed out loud, Mortar's going to lean down and just give it the answers.
Are you sure?
That openly got told. All the information's been discussed out loud.
Okay. We're still determining one last thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think he means he paused at question 5.
No, I said I give it all the answers.
Oh, so can you say them out
But
loud?
we don't know the answer to number 5 yet.
It's a whisper though, isn't it? So they wouldn't hear it unless they're
point
trying to
taken.
hit it. So
Okay, what do you whisper for number 5 then?
You don't know. He whispered.
No,
it.
no, I know, but he has to tell you.
Okay, then.
Because
my
I didn't
character
give,
canonically.
I did not give him an answer to tell, so I
We can
want
go
to
a
know what
different
he
channel
whispered
and you
to
can
it.
tell me. Actually, yeah, that makes the most sense. So yeah, do you want to go to a different channel or do you want to write it out to me?
Unless you have, I've said it to you unless you changed it.
We cut forward in time. The camera pans to Ian at their computer, looking at Discord for a message that just says, "Your mom."
Okay, so I know. Okay, so good. You guys hear them. You don't quite hear the whispers, but after each statement they said, you hear like a positive sounding like sound from like the the stone, and it keeps going. It gets to number 5 and it makes the same sound, and then the gates open.
Ian, I rolled a nat 20 perception. Can I hear what he said?
I know there's a way to
For
whisper
which question did you want to? I guess all of it, or
5.
did you want to? Okay, here.
But to be fair, it is also a nat 20.
Wait. Did you want to roll something to try to keep your whisper hidden? I guess you would. I don't think you would be able to do anything like that. So yeah, I'll
It tended
just,
to be
I'll-
stealth, but there's no way they're gonna beat that perception check with stealth.
Yeah.
You don't know. I might be able to.
No, they rolled it. No, you don't have a +9 to stealth, bro. No way.
Okay.
Oh, but I'll tell you who does.
I sent it to you.
I do.
Technically, there's a chance. I actually no. I think I'm 1 off if I roll a 20.
Interesting. Okay, I
Wait,
don't
what?
know what that is, so this information means nothing to me.
Yeah, I'm one off of matching that score if I roll a 20.
Well,
Damn.
matching it doesn't beat it. So, get bent. I know what you said, but it means nothing to me, so I'm not gonna even acknowledge it.
Abaddon?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I was just hoping.
I'm just making sure.
Snorting, not snoring. Okay.
So we see the door open as we're discussing, trying to like rack our brains over what the last answer is.
Yeah.
Mortar, you knew the answer?
How many minutes over 5 was that?
No idea.
I don't know. All that happened was Moritar, activated through some discussion, decided to go in, answer the questions, whispering them, before everyone was actually certain on some. The group was not certain on number 5 yet. And Moritar went and said whisper all the things, and there was a positive sound that emitted from the tablet after each thing he said, and then the gate opened.
Oh.
Well, shit.
And I rolled a nat 20 to know what he said.
Yes, that too. And they learned it.
So, if the sword tiefling is presumably with the dragon, which Victorion told us it was a shadow dragon, I'd wager that in this chamber we find the last item of Vetnor. The one that people are not
Do a
entirely
history
certain
check.
of what it is.
Do a history check, Normalness.
Okay.
Moritar's also pointing to the thing in the fucking shadow.
23. 15
Okay.
plus 8.
So, I think based on certain things, I'm gonna have we go to hidden secrets.
Alrighty.
Also, just before you do that, Moritar's currently pointing to the thing stood over there by the coffin.
Yes. Okay. Unfortunately,
I
you
can
see
only barely see it.
skeletal warrior that looks around 7 feet tall, holding a pike, which looks magical. They're sitting on the tombstone, and in the tomb, like smashed in the tombstone, is a bunch of various skeletons that look kind of old, like from years ago. That look like this skeleton must have killed and smashed into the tombstone place, I guess, or I guess more so the coffin, and now it's just sitting upon it, you know, possibly happily, possibly with no emotion, you're not sure. But it just kind of looks at you, and looks at the gate, and gives you a thumbs up, and does nothing else.
Oh, so I think it would have attacked us had we not answered the questions right and tried to get in sneakily. It looks like we gained passage here.
Matter of a giant, also maybe of a giant, but yeah. Were you? Okay, so now we gotta hidden secrets.
Yep, I'll be there. Hello.
Okay. So a couple things.
Yes.
Firstly, you would know that when you read that book, the
Scoutbound Tome?
Scoutbound Tome, there was no indication that the third item was in the city at that time. The additional thing is, you're in the belief that it would have. Now, there's not definites on this, but there's some belief. Actually, unless there is, and I'm sorry. Did you ever learn the position of it? Because I'm trying to remember if I told you or if I told someone else.
The position of what?
The third item.
No.
Okay.
If you did, I don't
You would
recall
know
it.
that it's widely believed the Alton Kingdom stole it,
Okay.
and that it would be somewhere deep within the Alton Kingdom by now.
Okay.
That's the idea. The idea would be in here is rather. It's possible, but there hasn't been that much discussion, and the general viewpoint upon adventures is like it's a maybe, but it probably was stolen by the Alton Kingdom. And the Scoutbound Tome did not give you indication that it would still be in the city.
Okay.
That's all. There's something I had written, but I don't know if I ever sent to you or sent to someone else. Do you remember anything about a object going really fast?
That sounds so vaguely familiar. Within the Scoutbound Tome, it listed the items that were likely in Vetberg, correct?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, not accounting for the ones we found, and not accounting for Tierfling, what item among that list might be within this room, if any?
Possibly...
Possibly none.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's look around, yes?
Let's explore.
Oh.
Also, each of these coffins and things do have writing on the side of them.
Mordecai
And
does the
what
same
language?
point.
Looks to be an old version of Common with some updated Common on some of them.
Okay.
Mordecai does the same point to the thing in the corner.
Norlis kind of
you see
waves at it.
You see a creature of rock, stone, and metal, kind of leaning against the wall. It kind of turns its head towards you and just kind of turns it back.
Like I said, it
kind
looks
of-
like we were given passage.
What is this strange box?
You see
I
a
want to
strange
look at
metal
this
box
gold box.
with a slit at
That's
the
a
top.
sarcophagus.
Yes.
Oh, that appears to be a sarcophagus. Yes. This one also has writing on the side, but it's rather large.
You can do Muratar's thing
Please.
first.
Oh, okay. Mortar, you do see the metal like object does seem to have a slit on the top of it that looks like you could probably get a sword inside. Like, it looks like it's meant for a sword.
I'll slide it-
that's...
I'll slide a short sword into it.
It doesn't quite it moves a little bit, but it feels like it's clear that like you can kind of get it in, but you can't quite go in. It's almost like a lock for a key, but for a sword.
I'll
Oh.
I'll try a rapier next.
Try the cleaver.
Esty, I think... Oh my gosh.
There also
Actually,
is a
Is
gravestone
Victorian
right
smart
behind
enough for that? Victorian is...
I
Doesn't
don't know. You're
smart.
only voicing half your thoughts, so I have no idea what you're asking if they're smart enough for.
To go, it's probably the sword that's in the chamber.
What chamber?
The
did
one we need to
rapier
go
work?
get.
Oh, Tierfling.
Yeah, Tierfling's what it's called. It's probably for Tierfling.
Did the rapier work?
no. Also, I will note this
Bessie.
tablet has some writing on it behind you. It looks
Mordecai
like
will
it's a
try
tablet form
try a
tool.
longsword next.
Victorian's gonna go read because he's a reader.
Me and
The
Normie are checking out the
longsword
sarcophagus tower.
feels like it's a closer success, but not quite. And for Victorion, it appears to say Vet, first son of Vetnor, and Gudni. He rests elsewhere. It's just just a gravestone of sorts. It's not a full-on tomb. There doesn't seem to be a body buried in this room.
What about this?
Is the chest made out of any special material?
It looks to be of some type of stainless steel or something, possibly dwarven make.
So this is our Chekhov's gun. This is the Metroidvania room. We have to come back here with
Yeah.
a different item.
Marta's gonna take out their smithing tool and start
We
like
have to come back
tapping
with
on
the
it to
key
get
item.
hearing.
Oh my god.
You guys are so unlucky that your rogue is currently occupied with something else.
Let's see what the rogue is
God,
doing. Oh yeah,
but-
back to it. Did you read the statement or no?
Yeah.
Joshua, did you want to?
Sure.
It says,
Yes.
Vetnor will legend himself. Please let them rest.
Oh
Shit.
no. You
Hey.
know what Hazel's not gonna do. You know exactly what Hazel's not gonna do.
Hey, Nornalis, how tall are you?
I'm 7'2".
How wide are you? Would you say that you're an obscuring width from this whatever the fuck?
Norlis is quite lanky. No.
Okay, she is going to start moving her hands towards the sarcophagus in a I want to open this way and look up at you to gauge your response.
Do you also like look up and bat your eyes?
No, not batting eyes, just like, can I?
Great warrior Vetlaw, we apologize for this disturbance, but the contents of your coffin could prove useful to saving parts of the world, so if you will excuse us.
And with that said, I will try to open up the coffin.
I'm assuming it's just, it's not locked, is it? It's just like a heavy stone tablet, no? Ian?
It appears to just be a heavy stone tablet.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Nornalis is actually surprisingly strong. He is not, and by strong I mean he's not negative.
Can I offer you the help action?
I would like to attempt to move this by hand. Ian, what would you like me
I would
to
like
do
to
with
assist
that
him.
information?
Okay. As you start to do that, like as you begin,
Yes.
this thing is like kind of moves off a wall and now fully stands and looks at you.
I can't see
this
it.
creature.
I can't see it.
That you cannot see this.
Nope.
Okay.
I see
you
it, and I
hear a
grab
stone,
Norlis's
like,
hand.
Some type of structure, like some type of creature that's fairly heavy, kind of push itself off a wall and kind of step forward a little bit. That's what you would hear, more or less.
I can see it, and I stop him.
You stop Norlis from continuing to open the. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. The.
It looks like
So
there's
Peter
something
kinda
in this room
stands
that will
there.
stop you.
Do you push it back to where position it was, or just kind of leave it partially, like, slightly open?
I leave it open to gauge its response. I don't touch it anymore.
The creature, like, kind of stays still, but does not get back into its resting position. And, you
Do I notice this is my
other
passive
creatures
perception?
seem to do similar. Hovers standing, and you would hear a big noise from over here. Something moving forward over in this direction, up to your north.
Knowing that this one is not trapped, but under watch, per se, she's going to move over to this chest and attempt to start messing with it, listening to see if the defender type whatever thing is also attached to this chest.
Okay. Well, I think before giving you a roll or anything, as you start to like open it and mess with it, you don't hear anything or hear any indication that there'd be a reaction from the rest. from the
Cool.
other
Then I keep
creatures.
going full force.
Okay. You find some gold in here. There seems to be a lot of gold. But there's also like what seems to be a simple stone tablet, and it has some writing on it, and it has like not a lot of writing, just merely a single sentence.
How much gold is it?
I would say around 250.
Okay, and what does the tablet say?
If you have two, the third will come.
One more time?
Pause.
If you
My
have
bad.
two, come.
Can you write that down?
Sure.
It's
I
in
did.
the
You did.
Roll20 chat.
Yeah, if you have.
Oh,
this,
my bad. Interesting. I take that and I walk over to Nornalis and just like a child showing you their drawing, like two hands just like holding it
Victoria
outwards.
has to pause. Did something happen?
Oh, yes, what's up?
No,
No,
that wasn't.
no,
No,
it's-
no, don't. Never mind. Don't. Just
Oh, okay.
forget Ian's older than us.
I'm like 26. That's fine. Oh, is this like new? Okay.
It's new to me. I'm turning 28 tomorrow.
Are you guys making a joke
Oh,
about
that's
cum?
crazy.
There we go.
No, the word pause.
That's
Oh,
why I
haha.
said pause.
Oh, haha.
Pause.
Oh, that. Haha. I
I
thought
don't,
pause was like
Miserable.
slang for some extra thing. Okay.
I still
No.
don't understand.
Neither do I.
Pause is slay. It's It's the Jinsey version of someone going "Ayo" or "That's sus" or something like that.
No, it's not. You're
No, it's
speaking
not.
nonsense.
No, it's not. You're talking nonsense. I'm Gen Z and you're talking nonsense.
That could be
Nornalist, look
like-
at this. Look at this tablet, boy.
I see.
Out of character.
Yes. Well, I can rationalize what this means, not necessarily how it works.
Maybe there's another one in this room that we need to find, and then maybe that will help us open up this thing without pissing off those things.
I'm curious, and I'm going to walk over to the skeletal creature. Are you?
This is a skeletal creature? Oh shit.
Yeah. It was the first thing we saw in the room.
I couldn't see it from my dynamic lighting.
Well, what are you guys doing?
Yusa, are you capable of communicating at all? Does it give
It
me a?
looks
Does
sort
it
of-
speak? Does it give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
And it gives you it seems to give you a thumbs up, and its eyes, which have a little slight amount of blue light come from them, kind of light up into blue flame, and its jaw starts to move a little bit, and blue flame moves itself along its jaw, and then it starts to kind of move a little bit, kind of doing what you could describe as grunts, but maybe a bit more like.
Does it look like
Yeah, I
it's
guess we can
speaking
do
a
so.
discernible language?
Before it finally kind of goes forth and says, "Yes."
Excellent. Our goal here is not to defile this burial place. We are here seeking one of Vetnor's weapons to prolong everyone's ability to live safely above ground. I do not wish to just wrongfully defile this place, and as I interacted with the sarcophagus itself, it seemed you and the golem below reacted. You seemed alright with letting us enter this area. Is it incorrect to assume we have clearance to inspect the sarcophagus in search of this weapon? Is that something you would allow us to do without intervention?
Firstly, your goals were once mine. Secondly, and to answer your question, okay, let me get this. Firstly, your goals were once mine. Secondly, and to answer your question, well, you do not have clearance. Clearance is not what you have.
Okay. I suppose a follow-up question would be...
I have clearance.
I'm sorry, you have clearance.
If you wish. And it starts to kind of cough up a little bit, and blue fire and smoke kind of comes out of its mouth, and it kind of looks at you. If you wish to see my father's remains, I can show you.
Oh, that's the sun.
That's Vet.
Yes,
right?
no, I just put two and two together.
You
with
say that out
as well.
loud?
Who are you asking
Can you
that
say
to?
that
Ian?
out loud?
Hazel, you're the one who said it.
Yeah, you
Victoria
say it
is
in
a little
character or
wave.
no?
Sure, yeah. She goes, oh, this is Vet.
It begins to cackle. Like that.
That's a very good dry crack.
No.
Cackle. That was very impressive.
I agree.
No.
I am
Did-
Sigalak the second son.
Ah, yes.
Many apologies for misplaced honor.
Honor
is
is
lovely to meet
something
you.
I have little of.
Yes, but
What honor I have is to protect this place.
and yes, like I said, we do not seek to defile it. We seek to claim the sword tiefling so that we may preserve life.
You-
It sounded like you
Yeah.
said. You're a little quiet. I'm not quite
Oh,
hearing
me?
you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
Oh,
weren't
really?
picking.
Okay.
You weren't picking up by your mic. I think you might have moved a little too far away.
Oh, really? I shouldn't have.
You're good now.
Did it change anyway?
Yeah,
Huh?
you're good now.
Pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay. The Paladinary has for hundreds of years since my passing dealt with such things. The Paladinary are those who care for and store the blade, for it is within their jurisdiction to deal with it in that way. I'm not sure why you came here looking for it, but I am not surprised.
Right. The city was ransacked around here 10 years ago. So I believe,
Oh,
yes.
that explains. I remember 7 years ago, the mayor came here. I understand. I doubt the Paladinary has the blade still. I think I understand.
Right. It looks like we need to go confront the dragon still. I was half hoping that the sword was secretly hidden here.
Dragon? Oh. Huh.
Yes.
So that's how they protected it. Rather a dragon than me.
I suppose so.
May I ask you a question?
Of course.
Have you seen any of the other two?
The other two Vetnal weapons.
Objects. Yes.
Yes, I do believe we are in possession of one of them.
All you hear from Mortar right now is Fear's clanking as he's fiddling around with this long sword in the lock.
Yeah,
Trying to
it's not
work out the general shape of the lock.
Can I attempt to pick the lock?
I mean, I don't think you can because it's long sword shape.
Man, you're making it far too difficult.
Your friend is at a lot. Will not succeed.
I had a feeling, but he's kind of a,
That requires Vet's blade, my brother's blade.
I
It
see.
is buried with him.
Mortar hears this, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if you're listening on, but this guy's not speaking that loudly, but it's like a low, like growl of like necrotic flame.
That sounds dope. Like,
And he just suddenly appears in front of him.
No, he doesn't appear. You can hear him, but yeah, no.
Cool.
Oh,
with the
oh,
sword
the
popped
Mortar
out, I'll
rushes
pick the
for-
lock.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Just suddenly
What's
With
the
the
shape
sword
of the
popped out, I'll
sword?
start working on the lock.
What's the shape of the
Kind of
sword?
looks towards Mortar, rushes in, but then looks back to
Mortar.
normalness.
Likely it's not the
By
shape,
psionics.
but the magic imbued within it that would.
What's the
deactivate-
shape of the sword?
Huh?
What's the shape of the sword?
Like that of a longsword. That case is special and magic. Only that blade will open it.
I hit the chest really fucking hard.
Can we stop being?
Oh my god. Oh,
destructive?
this is so fucking funny, which I feel like telling you guys after the fact. Maybe in a couple sessions I might say the thing, but oh my god.
I'm gonna add a.
You know what?
second to
Hey, I'm
that.
gonna.
That's
Should I
a
give you guys
30.
a saving grace?
What's up?
Got
Hey, Abaddon, you can spend 1 boom point for me to remind you of something.
Alright, I shall
Wait a
spend
second.
one.
But firstly,
boon point.
did you? Okay, yeah. You go for it.
But-
Spend the boom
but-
point.
But I did mean it. I will punch that chest really fucking
You punch
hard.
it, and it bundles back
Mortar,
and
Can you
forth.
stop walking away while people are like doing things? Because you're kind
I'm
of
trying to-
making the party play catch up a lot today.
Yeah, and then also I mean, he can, but I'm sorry, they can, but the skeleton's gonna look at him and just be like, "I wanted answers," because they still want a question or a thing to ask. Okay. Did you, Abaddon, did you hear what they said? Whose blade what they were looking for this case?
No, I was too busy channeling
Oh.
my inner Bruce Lee.
Oh, did you read? You didn't read the tablet over here?
No, I was too busy channeling my
My
inner
boom
Bruce Lee.
point hint will be read the tablet.
I shall not punch, I shall read. Education is important.
If you still don't get it, this is gonna be a wacky fun moment.
Ian, while he's reading, I did roll a nat 20 up to 30 Thieves' Tool check. Is that enough to open this?
Probably not.
Oh my god.
It's a 30,
Uh,
and DC 30 is usually seen for
shit.
impossible tasks.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
It's
bruh.
It's a nat 20. I don't want to be
You
a
also
bitch,
didn't
but like,
ask for
oh my
permission to
God,
roll. You just
okay.
kind
Fair,
of
that's
rolled
fair.
without
So-
permission.
Okay, before we do that,
I'm very
do you
good
read
at what
the
I
tablet, Abaddon?
Yeah, I'm reading.
It says
Wait,
vet.
what language is it written in?
An old version of common. You can kind of read it though. In this room, which there's this case in the Tumas, it says Vet, first son of Vetnor and Gudni, he rests elsewhere. And the only other thing in this room, which is, I guess the walls are torn down to some extent, but in this room is this metal box with the slit.
That
Do
obviously
you consider to do something? And you saw like Moritar trying to put other swords in there. Okay, Hazel, you open it.
Wait.
No. Okay, wait.
I look over to Hazel and I just sort of slide the axe to her. Try that one. Maybe it's a key.
What?
The Valkyrie axe?
No. That golden one that totally won't absorb you.
Okay,
What
Yeah,
axe is
glut,
he
yeah.
giving me?
he
Axe
gives
of
you
gluttony.
a golden axe, which looks like for an ancient weapon. It looks so elaborate that there's no way it's not like an ancient weapon.
I found it at a flea market.
Does it look like it would fit into the lock at all?
It doesn't. It doesn't look at all.
Great.
Hey,
so
Abaddon, do you have a bag of holding?
I've got a backpack.
Okay, so all your weapons are stored along your backpack, correct?
Yeah,
Okay,
a golden axe and a long sword.
your longsword. Where'd you get the longsword?
Oh wait, fuck! Oh wait, shit!
I'm sorry, I didn't want to I wanted this to be like a funny moment, but I was just amazed. Oh god, yeah, but Hazel, you'd still be able to open it. So you would have that eureka moment, Abaddon, but then as that happens, Hazel actually manages to open it.
yeah, so how it looks is one of you holds out an ornate golden axe to her. She doesn't even look up from her work, just says, "That won't work." And then click, opens it as Abaddon is having his moment.
And as you grab out the sword from your back and be like, "Oh wait," and oh my god. Ugh.
Sorry.
Did you just fucking unlock a chest that's supposed to hold a goddamn weapon of the ancients?
What, like it's hard?
Oh fuck you!
They succeeded well.
Just, I'm very lucky. And very good at what I do.
You
Well, shit,
manage to
open it.
open it, and it now slides open, revealing a couple pieces of paper which have truly deteriorated. There's no way of reading these things. And next to a decrepit, but not that decrepit looking book. It looks like the book, despite its, nature, but it looks at first, as you kind of look at it more, maybe touch it, it becomes clear there's just a lot of dust around it. The book is in decent condition.
The book is in decent condition.
I would love the look of the book. Unfortunately, I am in character having a conversation elsewhere.
I would love to not look at the book and specifically call Nornellis over to look at the book.
I am mid-conversation, so...
Moritar has been fiercely
all that's
stomping around.
Fucking
The
I
finish
don't
skeleton
know
this
would have
goddamn
looked at
book.
Moritar and gone to speak, but Moritar would have moved away.
Yeah.
And then the skeleton would, or more so, I guess, Sigalak, would have gone to Nornellis and... You have the hand?
Yes, I do believe one of us has it, yes.
Have they used it?
Sadly, I believe the answer is yes with that, too. It was a point of contention not too long ago.
My father was
Accusations.
cruel.
I can imagine with a tool like that.
I
he
thought
was...
it was. I thought I was fueled with jealousy. I was fueled with jealousy,
You're fine.
believing my brother had been gifted an incredible item, something I could only dream of having. But it led to his downfall. I don't know who the truly favored son actually was. My actions in life were often ill-famed. But it's fine now.
It's... For most fathers, I'd imagine that love is given equally among all their children. It's
Also,
a question you'll never get a true answer to, though. So it's best not to sulk on the question itself.
let's see. Let me find one last thing. I have one question for you yet again.
Yes, of course.
In life, I lived, but well, actually, that made me think this. How do I even say this?
In life I lived.
I was
I
killed
believe it.
by that of a particular clan. I was killed by the ancient warrior named Zagu. Why do they stand before you now? Many hundreds of years has passed. I bear them no ill, no hatred. But why are they still here? That I do not understand.
Which
I
one?
saw them, I could see their feathers.
Feathers.
You not?
That's Zagu. I'm not. Am I familiar with that name? Probably not. That doesn't sound like.
Do a history check.
Okay.
I think you might be.
Oh, that's decent. 24.
So, they were an ancient warrior on the giant Goliath side of things.
Okay.
Their race is a little unclear.
Okay.
However, the general belief is that they had wings. And were perhaps a harpy or what some refer to as northern sirens. Albeit, the Goliaths tend to kind of go with the latter, albeit a more mixture of things. It seems like they may have been referring to one of the people in the group.
Yes, no, I do not know anyone by that name here. The young miss with wings here, her name is Sardonyx Niphilis. She is a scholarly sort similar to me. I suppose reincarnation is a potential thought, or it's just that a bloodline's been passed down and maintained that well.
They bear their appearance then greatly.
That is how bloodlines do work, yes.
A false Valkyrie, that's what it was. But I do not hold grudges. For, if anything, it was the one good thing I did at last final bit, albeit not quite. There were other good things, I guess.
I understand. Is there any other questions I can aid you with today before we make our way out?
Perhaps. You look in good shape. Not in terms of dress. Why are you here?
I believe I said that already. Many of our party are seeking to...
No, I mean, why are you here?
Why am I here? Oh, I am here to collect tomes before they are left in such disrepair that they are not retainable. As this city was, as I said, ransacked near 10 years ago, I'm on an expedition to recover tomes that would benefit the library in which I serve.
I hate to inform you, but more recently, since the 7 years, some came here for that purpose. I apologize. And they kind of, some of the skeletons that are placed upon their tomb that they've kind of mangled in there, do a history check or an insight check.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm definitely rolling history, because that's not great. 8 plus 8, 16. I rolled a 16 total.
You recognize some of these people. Their states are actually. I take it back. You don't fully. Well, they're mostly skeletal. It's been a couple years.
Do I
But
recognize
their
their
clothing
robes
Gives some
as...
indication that they look like people you may have known, at least. As in, they wear the dress of the
Ask
of
library.
your of the,
Yeah.
yes of the Osk. Some with you are library specialists. There seems to be 3 to 4 of them in there, albeit there is a good like what could be up to 17 different like skeletons
I
that
see.
are mangled and placed upon this tomb. Like that's open that this person was just sitting on.
That is unfortunate. I imagine you struck them down because they did not use knowledge to gain access to this area. Is that correct?
It seems, but I was surprised. It seems that there was some slight misunderstanding with some, but I forget which other question they did not know, but there are very few in this world that know the name of that dragon.
Yes, I believe we lucked out with our fiery friend knowing its name somehow. It just shows you need to be... A scholar must be diligent in their studies, if they wish to pursue it deeper.
I've seen that dragon once before, and I'll say this. It's a good soul, but it failed its brother. That's all I know.
This
Well,
is in reference
maybe
to the
that's a
dragon beneath the
misunderstanding.
volcano, yes?
I believe it failed another. That's all I know.
This is in reference to the dragon beneath the volcano, yes? Yes.
I believe it betrayed or failed
I see.
one of its kin.
I see. That's good information to have. Thank you. I appreciate it. At this point, does Hazel call me over?
Yep.
I must go. One of my comrades is calling for me.
There's a book of some kind in here, and you know books, so you touch it.
Does the book appear to be in mint condition or lightly weathered condition, Ian?
It appears to be in I mean, if you have a mint condition and then like dust it for like hundreds of years of dust, is that still mint condition?
Doesn't look weathered in the slightest. Is more what
It
I'm
looks
asking.
it looks like in
Is
terms
it
of the
pres-
actual
is it
book, like
preserved?
not really like
Preserved?
after some dusting it could be fixed up to be perfect.
Okay,
condition. It just,
what I'm
a lot of
cohesively asking is, magic items do not deteriorate over time. They
yeah, it does
retain-
not appear to have deteriorated. That's my point.
Yes, okay, it just has dust upon it. Well, at a glance, I can tell that's clearly magical in nature. I will... Shit.
Is it the only thing in here aside from, like, there's book, some pages, and that's it?
Ian?
It seemed to be some pages that have thoroughly rotted, like are beyond that. Like they've been gone for hundreds of years. Like they're not gonna be able to read them. And that book. That's all that's
So
in
the
there.
book is the main thing in this chest?
Yes.
And there's nothing else besides the book, basically.
Well,
Okay.
the main thing clearly was the lock itself. That lock was very intricate. I
That lock
imagine
was
that took.
easy. I have no idea what you mean.
I imagine that took up like 90% of the actual container.
It's just a very convoluted lock that's just a huge metal chamber for you to stick a sword all the way to the back of it, and she just somehow managed to get it open.
Thieves, man. Yes,
Lockpicking lawyer videos.
if you allow me a brief reprieve, I will attempt to identify it before I...
It does have a title though. I will say that. It has words on the front of a book you can read.
What's it say?
Okay. Let me see. Let's
Tome of Clear Thought.
see. Oh my god. What the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, that's awesome.
It is I mean it's of the possible free things it could yeah. It is Clear
Collection
Thought
of
and You by Spellvana Soulquench.
What was it? Clear Thought and You?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's...
I deadass thought I was hoping it would be that item, so like I wasn't gonna ask, but I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was like 50-50 between that and the Tome of Understanding. Fever.
I will
And
say
it
reading
seems
that
to
would make me no longer have a negative intelligence, but I feel like it could go to any better use than that.
Nornalis would, after asking for a moment to properly identify it, would sit cross-legged on the ground and pull out of his component pouch a solid pearly white pearl. I hate that. I should have defined that differently. A stark white pearl and an owl's feather. And using the pearl almost as a lens in which to look through it at the book, and dusting it with the owl feather, begins to ritually cast Identify on the book itself. Nice.
Fucking disgusting.
The low grunt burp, I love it.
Just fucking...
But if anyone...
Excuse me, if I drink ale or wine, I have to burp.
Was that in character?
Yes, of course it was. Abaddon always burps in character. So I will be spending the next 11 minutes ritual casting Identify on this book.
I will move on to look for more things to pilfer.
I wish mending allowed the reconstruction of writing, because I'm curious.
It'd be nice.
I'm curious about what's on those
As to
notes.
what is needed.
Question, how big is Issa?
Large.
They're large. They are larger than, much larger than they used to be.
Okay, so I could technically chill in between the wings and sort of snore
No
away.
wings.
Does Issa have wings yet? I don't think they do.
No wings. Not yet.
Yeah, I don't have wings yet.
Okay, can I just chill on the dragon's back and just snore
If
away?
it
a
lets
little
you.
I mean, if Issa's consenting of that, is Victoria and is Issa consenting of that? Do they allow them? Unless Victorian's not here.
bit? Victorian,
I'm here.
I want to chill on your dragon. May I chill on your dragon?
Yes. Issa's a little scared at first, but she's fine. I didn't realize you meant like I thought there was like a dragon skeleton. No, that was a horse skeleton. That makes more sense. You get now. Absolutely, Abaddon, Victorian, and Issa are watching everyone loot while they're like trying to steel themselves for a fight.
There was some mild looting. It doesn't seem the skeleton had too much of an issue with you guys looting, albeit you get the idea that they would be rather upset if you did something with the tomb of Vetnor without their permission.
Oh, it would be?
Yes, that was
At
determined
least
early
that would be like what
Yeah,
Mortalis and anyone who listened to their conversation probably would have got.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed would it be if I were to accidentally remove the top and empty the coffin?
I don't know, you're talking to God currently, so no one actually told you this.
I'm praying.
You're not.
You're not gonna go talk to you don't. Oh, but okay.
No, like if Abaddon's just been chilling on the dragon this whole time while we've been doing our thing, there's no reason to bring him into the mix.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I
I thought
don't.
the talking to God thing was canon. I was cool.
No. Like he's talking, like he got that information from you, so he doesn't actually have
Yeah,
that
I know. I thought
information.
it was when did he actually just say all that out loud for
Look,
whatever? Okay.
I tried everything I could with the box. I tried to punch it. I tried to shove my axe into it. It didn't work. It's not my expertise.
All right.
So I just
So, Nornless cast identify on the book.
On the book, it is it functions as a tome of clear thought.
oh shit, no way.
You don't have to roll insight to do this, but this implies that Spellvana Soul Quench is someone capable of producing a tome of clear thought, and you would be understanding that that person is still alive.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, meta question real quick. What the fuck does that actually do?
Intelligence up.
If
yeah,
you
so-
read, you have to read for 48 hours within 7 days, and by doing so, you permanently increase your intelligence by 2. And there are books similar to that for every stat ability.
Including strength.
Yes,
Wait.
this is considered a very rare item.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you can read it again in 100 years.
Can it be read by multiple people?
No.
Fuck. If you read
Yeah,
it
that
out
should go to someone who
loud,
needs it then.
You see, that's the issue right here between me and my armored friend. We both can make great use of this. I wish to be greedy and ask if it would be allowed that I read this book. And in return, I will forego an item I would like down the line and allow it to go to them instead, if that is a reasonable request to make.
Above table, what are both y'all's in scores?
20.
40.
And it can
Oh
be
my
increased
God.
above 20?
The book is
Prove
the
a
only
book
way
is-
to increase it above 20.
Okay, what subclass is Moritar?
Armor.
Bro.
Armorer, I think, benefits less from a higher intelligence than Wizard would, considering Norlis
my
casts
punch
a lot
stat.
of...
It's your
Consider
It's my punch stat.
Norlis casts a lot of saving throw spells, and this would boost his saving throw DC by 1, which would be really fucking good.
Yes.
I personally think it should go to Norlis, and considering he's willing to
More
take
targets
an
cool
L in
things
the
every
future,
session. My bad. I shouldn't have said that.
You're good, you're good.
I think it's better for Norlis to have it. That's my personal take above character.
Okay.
Hazel does not give a shit.
Understood.
well,
She
let's
wants to
get
sell
metal-
it.
Mortar,
Let's
is
get
that...
metal stuff.
Is
yeah.
that... Is... What?
Let's get meta stuff out of it, you know.
Mortar, is that amicable?
Yeah.
I appreciate it greatly.
Why do you sound so evil?
I'm leaning into a voice...
I appreciate it
This
greatly.
this is the sort of thing where any intelligence character will fight to the death over.
No. My voice
Listen,
is
I played
shifting.
a wizard once who was willing to let a planet explode so she could learn a little bit more information. It's not that bad.
I'm not evil, it's just my voice is shifting and I'm just kind of like falling into it. Because I'm still finding Nornalis's voice.
I'm not evil, but I might be evil for this book.
Oh no, Nornalis is as good as a wizard possibly could be, I promise you that.
I'm probably the most evil person in this party.
But say if it was just if it was gonna send it anything, rock, paper, metal gauntlet to the face.
Okay. So the book has been taken care of. Is
Yes.
there, like, these two things up here? Are they openable, or are they just like?
One appears to be like, I guess, openable. One you're more closer to just appears to be a gravestone, kind of like the one in the other room. It has
Okay,
some
I
writing
will-
on it.
I ignore that and I move over to the thing I can pilfer. Also because I'm pretty sure someone already read it, and I don't feel like we need to go back to it.
Okay, so do you try to open it?
Sure.
The skeleton kind of leads in a little bit, and looks at you as you do it.
If I get the sense that it's going to create hostility, I'm not going to do it.
It's
least not
unclear
yet.
if it's a hostility or if they're intrigued in what you're intended to do. You don't know. Albeit they do appear to have the ability of speech, so you could ask them perhaps.
Yep. I'm just gonna walk up to it and just like, pardon me, is it alright if I open up these tombs? It might help us in our endeavors. I just don't want to cause a fuss if it's going to be something that would enrage you.
I'd prefer if you let my mother rest.
Mother, duly noted. Okay. Walks off.
I love
Keeps her
the
hands in her
dually part
pockets.
of it. Like that. Like I guess.
Just like, fucking fine, man. You're so protective over your mother's shit. Whatever. I want this one though, which sucks because this one has that guy.
Yeah.
Fucking Reggie Steele over
albeit,
there.
well, more than just that. Albeit they also do a roll an insight check.
Here, Am I good at those in this character? I am.
You get the idea that they would
alright.
be even more angry if you open this one by like a lot.
Isn't
Oh,
it
I-
already like half open anyway?
Yeah, I 100%
No,
get
just
that and
a crack.
100% don't
No.
care.
Just a crack.
Yeah,
Is it open enough that I can worm my hand in there?
No.
not quite. No,
No.
Damn it.
it's like less than half an inch.
Like
It's
you
just a
might
little
be
bit.
able to like put your
Well, maybe
pinky
it's
in.
half an inch. Yeah, like maybe, but not really.
They seem really mad about keeping this tomb closed, which means it's 100% a tomb that we need to open right now.
No, that is absolutely not the case.
Think about no, consider though. They're protecting this one the strongest. That means that the best thing is in there.
Or that is the most important to them. As it's
Que
their
sera sera,
father.
it's the same thing.
No.
I think I used the wrong other language term. I think I meant to say por qué no los dos.
I would
I
ask
will
that.
look.
We have other goals. We have a dragon whom we might have to do battle with at this point. And if that's the case, we might have a dragon horde you can look through. Let's not cause unnecessary battles.
I should mention they did offer to open up and let you see it.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
The skeleton
they,
did,
said-
yeah,
they,
but-
well, kind of. I guess I think.
No, the
They
skeleton
said
offered. He
that
said
they
if you want to
have,
see it, you can do it.
They can do it, but you can't.
Oh,
And the-
I did. I forgot. You could ask to look inside, but I don't. That's as far as it goes.
Considering the skeleton already watched me attempt to open his mother's coffin, I think I'm a bad person to ask this question.
While
I
this
think
is
he's going
happening,
to
I'm gonna
immediately
run to the
assume
restroom very
something bad.
quickly.
Okay. I think we can backtrack here if necessary.
I do have to admit, I am very tempted to open this little thingamabob.
I ask that
really-
you do not.
I really want to open it.
Little thingamabob. Let's see, how big is it?
Alright,
15
alright.
feet.
Yeah, it's a big tomb.
Alright. How
Yeah, I
about
thought-
we
Okay, yeah. Sardonyx, go ahead.
Wait, can you guys hear Sardonyx? I have not heard
No,
them speak in
they said very quietly, "Can I talk to him?" And then I said, "Go ahead," and they are not being heard anymore. I think they are
Yeah,
way
I
too
can't hear
far.
Sardonyx at all. I haven't heard them
No,
speak in Portuguese.
I didn't say anything after
Oh.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I guess moving here. Hello?
Why are you still never mind. You're not Zagu, are you?
I am afraid not.
I guess it's I guess that's good. I guess it's good. But I don't really have too much to linger to in regards to that. If you were them, I would not hate you.
I thought that's what happened between you two.
Yes. My death, by their hands.
Seeing the old warrior has caused a lot of problems for me. But I am here initially to ask for your assistance. Out of all due respect,
Sure.
we know we wish not to touch the tombs of this here place. Would you be willing to show us what's inside?
Sure. But can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Please? Ugh. You bear Zagu's resemblance. I do not know why that is, but are you of their clan?
I guess I am of their clan. I've never seen them before. Only have ever heard stories. You are the first person
Of the
to say I
clan or of
resemble
Zagu?
them. Of Zagu. Oh no, I've only heard stories of Zagu. I don't think I would have been alive.
Yeah. Okay. Where did the Act Stone end up?
Ah, so you know of this stone. It is still safe in my family.
Oh, I guess that's a good place to store it. There was, at one point, belief they would fly it here to Vetberg and drop it amongst the city.
Why
Albeit
would they
that
do
was
that?
misinformation. We believed it was a great weapon of war to be carried by a giant, massive, truly great bird, a rock. But that was a falsehood. Prior to
I
my
can
death,
assure you.
I learned of its real purpose. It was not that a weapon of violence, but one of knowledge.
Indeed, and it is one of my attunements.
Oh. Hmm. If you ever return to
Norlis is
I may
like
have
listening
questions
in
before
at
you
this
look at
point because he's curious at the lengthy conversation going on. Did Sardonis says it's one of their attunement?
Yes, that's what they said.
Okay, I'm just making sure I heard that
Sure,
correctly.
that is, yep, they did say that,
Okay, that's all.
and I don't believe they misspoke. Okay. You said you wished for me to open the tomb?
Yes, yes, indeed.
For what purpose?
Well, I'm not sure you know this, but I am a scholar of sorts. It is basically for knowledge purposes, and
You wish-
in hopes that. Sorry?
And what kind of knowledge? For that of decay, or you wish to see how they were dressed for burial?
We wish to gather more information. For the volcano, we are interested in stopping it.
Which volcano?
Mount Flager, in case you're not aware, Sardonyx.
No, I know, I'm
Oh,
asking in character.
I know.
No, I was just
know.
making sure they had that information because I wasn't sure if they remembered.
Yes. I have it already. Well, Mount Flager, I'm assuming you heard that it's close to erupting, and we have reason to believe that Thirfling can help us stop its devastating.
Wait. I can open the tomb for you, but that seems odd. That seems bizarre. But I think I understand. That seems like a wild use of it, but I think it may work. Assuming it is a natural state of things. Sorry. Assuming the volcano is in that state naturally, or perhaps unnaturally. Tiefling can do many things and can change fate per se, albeit more than that. And then begins to walk up and walk down to open the casket for you guys, as you can see. And you see they kind of start to move it. They look towards. There's a slight movement for these, but they stop. They're, as in, this thing obviously start to move, and you do hear some slight movements over here up north from where you saw the giant skeleton, but it doesn't really do anything. It's just minor, and then it begins. The skeleton begins to actually fully remove the stone stone, showing you the skeletal remains of Vetnor, which look very strange. Their face is warped and mummified in a way. They appear to be wearing a iron helm, possibly magical. Looks decorative at the very least. And their body is wrapped in parts like basically like strands, like basically like ribbons made of chainmail of sorts, along with some other material. It's mostly their upper torso and head that look mummified. Their lower torso is in a separate piece, as if they were cut in half. And the other face looks kind of more brittle, but the top half looks mummified. And there's also a bit of like, you know, gold necklaces kind of placed along its hands, kind of wrapped along. If you were to kind of move them, it would likely break bones or be delicate. You might have to. Some of them are kind of grasped upon the hands, which are on the mummified portion.
By chance, do we see a sword in there?
No, there's no sword.
Oh, thanks.
Right?
What?
Have we all
You
seen what we
didn't
needed
really
to see?
think Tiefling would be in here, right? Did you really think
It was a hope.
what killed him would be buried amongst him?
I did not know that Tiefling had slain Vetnor. I feel like that information's a little
good.
well hidden.
It is.
Wait, would I?
From my understanding, the Paladinary had spent a exuberant amount of time and effort to hide that fact. I was in the understanding that not even the Library of Osk knew.
I can confidently tell you that we do not know that there. That is well hidden information, yes.
If the Paladinary of Tyr is no more, then I see no reason to keep the secret. But I have to ask, if a Paladinary of Tyr is no more, where does power where does power sit within the clan of Vetnor?
I'm assuming this information Titus has, that Vetnor is just completely dead or scattered to the wind. Is that
The
accurate?
clan?
Yeah.
Not quite. If you look at a map, there is one settlement that's the party has not been to, that seems to be still present, which is Nor.
Okay.
And from your understanding, like, Nor, albeit being an island village, was probably more populous than, let's say, Vala, which some of you went to. Actually,
Nor? Where's
only
Nor?
like 2 of you. Nor is an island.
Where?
Island settlement. It's here. I'll show you. Oh,
Yeah.
are you looking at it here?
I'm looking at the map
but
like I opened it myself. Where's Nor? Is it
Oh.
north of? Where is it in
It's
relevance to
very
Mount
close to
Flager?
Vetnor. It's like it's to the east of Vetnor.
Oh!
East
I
of
literally
Vetnor.
overlooked it. Okay, I see it now. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe the Vetnor clan's mostly been shattered. There's rumors that they're on the island of Nor, but I haven't gone to confirm that myself.
All right. That's something. Lore's a alright place. I was in the understanding my uncle was buried there. Framund.
I could not tell nor confirm of that.
Well, I can because he's not here,
That is true.
and he was the only brother of Vetmore and the only relative whose remains were able to be obtained at all, other than, well, all Vetnor's sons, daughters, grandchildren, all that fall beyond him. But his parentage and beyond that had been far lost to time due to the previously nomadic nature of our people prior to the, well, I say mild, no, actually, that's a lie. What am I saying? This city has been around for a while, but just circumstances have led to them not being around, let's say. I mean, you do realize this city once had a different name, correct?
I do not believe I knew that, no.
Oh, well, I mean, simply put, it was renamed to to Vetberg. It was originally, I believe, well, I believe it was a Tierberg. But you get the point, whatever.
Yes, yes.
And then he starts to put the cover on the coffin. Does anyone do anything?
Yeah, does
Nope.
anyone do anything?
Yep. I said yep. Hazel?
I said nope.
Oh, I thought you said yep. Okay.
We all said no.
It's okay. That's yep. Okay. They put it on there. So we're probably gonna end soon. I'm surprised you guys took this long. I'm surprised you guys went this way. I'm a little surprised, but I'm happy. I guess it worked out.
Yeah, I'm glad we got the lore, but I thought it was really funny. You did like a very obvious plot hook, and we went, but there's a thing to explore.
Yeah.
And I love that about us.
I got stuff.
You just have to deal with us being like that, Ian.
Speaking of, did Hazel reveal that they got gold and share with the party?
I have set gold aside in my character inventory with the parentheses split later because I don't feel like doing it right now. So I'll just collect as much money as I can, and then next time we talk about splitting loot, I'll split the money then.
Understood. Okay.
Yep. She's greedy, but she's not gonna dick you guys out of your cut.
By the way, for Victorian and Abaddon, you guys wrote down the gold you got from last session that you weren't here for, right?
I gave them both a ping, directly linking to that message to make sure they knew.
Yeah.
Okay, hope you guys have. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, would you guys start to head out of this area, or
Yes.
would you do a short rest, or what?
No, we just long rested. We have no reason to short
Yeah,
rest.
I don't know why you do a
Yes.
short rest, but just in case. I don't know. But yeah, okay. So we'll say you guys start to head northward. And
Is this giant skeleton a threat? Because I remember someone talking to it earlier, but is it like...
they made lots of noises as you tried to open stuff, like the coffins below, like down south. But they never fully did anything because you never fully unearthed the coffin or like tried to break the gate without doing the tablet.
Yeah, because we didn't do anything stupid. We're fine.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
things the right way.
Also-
Nornalis is proud of the group today.
Yes, I'm really proud of the group as well, because I really thought we were getting screwed over.
The corpses you passed were almost certainly caused by that giant, by the way. I should mention that. But yeah, well, we'll say you guys continue to head north, and we'll...
So, can I confine with you guys for a moment?
Are you talking
Sure.
to
What's
Abaddon or
up?
Cheesecake?
Abaddon.
Yeah, what's up? That's not Nornalis.
Yeah, what's going on?
What is going on? Yes.
You won't know about this, Hazel, but Moritan and Tidesworn, remember? You guys remember? Something about recently my head's been all over the place.
Could you move your mic a little bit closer to you?
There you go. You guys remember when Ace accidentally killed me?
Yes, I do recall when he incapacitated
Partially,
you.
yes.
I wouldn't say
mean,
killed, but definitely did incapacitate you. Indirectly, yes.
Ever since then, I've kind of been feeling off. You know,
I
like
imagine.
every now and then, I feel like at the back of my head there's someone talking. Like every now and then, he screams at me. And I don't know what it was, but ever since then, you know, I've been able to do magic and shit like that, and I couldn't do it before. I couldn't, but ever since that day, I've been feeling different. Like something changed in me, and I don't mean that I haven't got my ass whooped before. It happened. I've had it happen a lot, but this was different. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I've been having these headaches recently, and it's been getting worse and worse and worse. It's why I let Victoria on over do the talking for me with the Goliath, with the giant. I wanted to kill it. I saw it, and I wanted something in me wanted to kill it. So aggressively. Like more than normal, you know? Like, you know me, I get angry in a fight and then, you know, I swing my axe and do all that stuff, but it seemed personal. And it scares me. So, you know, if I could rely on the both of you to keep an eye on me if I start acting weird again, I'd appreciate it.
Of course, chap. Not a problem at all. You know me, I'm not one to shy away from confrontation when absolutely necessary. And if you need someone to keep you in check, I believe I can do that.
Sorry.
I appreciate it. I don't know. Whatever. I'll still swing my weapons. I'll still take the hits. And just, if I start getting aggressive towards people who don't really deserve it, maybe say something.
I can keep you in check, yes.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I've, over the years, I've mastered the dad voice. I didn't want to break it out on people not children of mine, but I can certainly keep you in reins.
Good. That's all I need.
That goes for you as well, Hazel. You best not call me Norny again.
I don't think she's called you Norny in character.
No, I
think
know.
that's solely a
I
me
kind of
thing.
I just wanted to say it though.
I make no promises to call you whatever the fuck.
I will offer you respect, and I ask that you do me the same.
I still don't think she knows your name is Nornalis.
Oh, dead ass right. No.
She knows you as at most Mr. Andrin.
As no one.
At this point, she's actively trying to not know his name, as he's been called it multiple times.
You are old man.
I'm not even that old. I'm a young Fearbog.
I'm young and spry.
I am.
Arms all crack.
I'm just lanky. I'm sorry.
I don't know. You kind of look old.
I really don't.
So that's exactly what an old person would say.
I hate you guys. Christ alive.
Yeah, we might be a tad goofy.
I have no idea what you mean. I've never done a goofy thing in my fucking life.
That was the goofiest sentence I've ever heard.
I know where you sleep.
Yes, in my bubble.
I clearly
Where-
have no care for the protection aspect of your bubble. I will still
Where
kill
I
you.
am Safe.
Damn.
I'm positive
Alright.
that you won't.
If I roll a high enough insight check, can I know your hit point maximum?
No.
That's crazy.
It's a 20. It's a 24.
That's too bad. I rolled a natural 20 for a 44 on deception. I don't know.
A 44?
Yeah, I just threw a big number out.
No,
there.
let me show you what a nat 20 in deception looks like. Please God, please God, please God.
Pretty
not a nat
fucking
20,
close.
Oh.
Pretty close.
Pretty fucking good.
Pretty close.
I'm
pretty
rolling
close.
too good. I'm gonna die in the next combat encounter. I'm wasting all my good rolls. As fucking Moritar pointed out, I have rolled 3 nat 20s this session.
All I'm gonna
I think
say
my
is I can force you to roll whatever I say you roll. Keep that in
That's
mind.
fair. That's fair. But consider, I have the lucky feat, which I think does
don't-
supersede.
I'll have to ask. I'm curious.
Yeah, well, actually, okay. Let me look at.
I would say, yeah, basically anything that lets you re-roll his
So
is,
it-
hey, you get that for that roll. So
It
if someone
specifically
re-rolls
does
it-
not say reroll.
Exactly on time.
It says.
I saw
whenever
you
make
typing in.
Whenever you make
Can
an
I save
attack
it?
roll,
Oh.
saving throw,
Yeah, you're
or
here.
whatever, you can
Was that-
spend 1 luck point to roll an additional d20. It does not
I
imply
said
advantage
what,
or
and then
anything
no
like
one
that.
said. He's telling you to come here. He's saying
What's
come here.
happening? Is this what's happening?
Don't know.
There's a mystical creature in the background. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Bano,
We
I
can, now
think
that
Lucky,
Victorian's here, we can start, by the way.
I think Lucky does supersede divination rolls if I choose to use it after. But that's up to Ian. But that does make me very powerful against Nornalis because his ability is I say no, and I say, why don't you try saying something else?
And then I say no again.
And then I say, try something else again because I have 3 luck points and you have only got 2 portents.
You see, I can choose what my rolls are. I know exactly what you're rolling. You're still rolling.
That's fair.
And you can only wait. No, there's no stipulation about how many times you can use luck.
Yeah, you
What?
could just use it as much as you want.
Oh, I just
Okay,
realized I actually
sorry.
make something really cool with
I was exactly on time, and then my dad walked in my room.
You're fine. But yeah, the aspect of fate versus chance is very strong with Nornalis and Hazel because you're a divination wizard. You know fate. I break fate with my luck. It's a very, very cool dynamic we've got that was completely not intentional.
Break this fucking fireball.
I
bitch.
love these two. Break this fireball is so crazy.
Okay, break this. Break that sneak attack that I can do every round.
Gets bonked by Moritar, gives you disadvantage.
I have a higher AC than most of the party.
Hey,
and
just a reminder,
strong
Nordalis. Hazel has uncanny dodge. Your fireball is. I don't know how to tell you this.
nothing.
Gets
I have
bonked by
uncanny dodge
Moritar.
and I have an evasion.
And you have evasion. Oh,
You were confusing uncanny dodge with evasion, but yes.
You're so right. I'm in evasion.
And I have alert, which means I have +9 to my initiative counter. You cannot kill me in a way that matters.
Gets
And
bonked by
true.
Moritar, now has permanent disadvantage.
I can tell you. I can tell you that
It's
you
just
rolled
like,
a
oh
2
no.
for your initiative.
What's up?
I can tell you that you rolled a 2 for your initiative.
Okay, it's still an 11. Roll better than that.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Not really.
Listen here, you little shit.
I can. Okay, you know what? I'll talk to my dad about
It's
this.
still an 11. It's crazy.
I'll just talk to my dad about this. I can just reach out to my dad. They're not my dad. My dad works at Nintendo.
Right.
I
I
can't-
can't coughing when I unmute. Okay. Anyway, Victorian, I just teleported you.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Teleportation? Hell yeah, dude.
Whoa.
We are picking back up for real now. Getting my sillies out. Oh, Abaddon, that initiative roll, bud.
always silly.
Look, I'll
Let me
just be
just-
I'll just be angry.
Is combat actually
You-
occurring? What's
you
going
know-
on?
No, we're just comparing
No.
rolls.
Oh,
We're just comparing initiatives.
They're having a dick measuring contest.
Yes.
And
The
I
thing
am
is, though, I
winning.
want you guys to know, all of these high rolls are encompassed by the fact that I can't do history well, or animal handling. I have to get lucky on. I just have a lot of things that I'm really good at, and most things that I'm pretty bad at.
Plays a rogue, the skill monkey archetype.
Let's see, how many proficiencies do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I see things, I hide, and I hit things, and that's it.
I
Let's
see
see.
things, hide, hit things, lie, do backflips.
You know,
I see things, I get angry, and I hit them really fucking hard.
Good shit, boss. Alright, what direction?
I just low roll.
What direction are we going?
No.
North,
Have we been to the west at all? I forget.
babe, I am on a mission. Recording
I
on
think
the
the west is where we
second
came
being
from.
told is
yeah, you
possible
came from there.
is going to zoom upward.
Wait
Oh,
a second. Did I
okay.
screw me up?
Yeah. Thing up
No.
there.
Okay, good.
That is a wall.
Yeah, we got scared for a second. We're like, oh, did the lighting? Did I fuck up the lighting? Oh no.
Nope, that is a
Victorian
whole
will go
wall
up,
that these
see
guys
the
just
wall,
ran
get really angry, and then start turning to the other direction.
at. Okay.
I am
Looks like there's a
frightened.
pit here.
Okay,
Fine.
Abaddon, do you jump in the pit?
Fuck no.
Then why'd you walk over it like several times?
You know who
Um,
can do that? Me.
Because I'm Spider-Man, bro.
Okay.
Sardonic. Oh, yes, sir. Being sardonic.
Overwinged person. Okay.
I just like crawl up to the ledge, curl down,
Isa
and just
can't
like start.
fly for another level, so
I just
she
start
cannot.
crawling around the
Oh.
ledge.
Oh, poor baby. My poor baby needs to be medium again, so she doesn't fall in the pit.
It can try to jump over it.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Isa. Isa's gonna just jump over the pit. She can make a.
Hazel.
She's
Hazel
gonna make a
freezes.
running law
fella.
jump.
Hazel freezes because she sees a little fella.
Yeah, you see a little like I guess like a very yellowish colored, or maybe like a more yellowish brownish, like devilish like creature, but not with like a elongated nose and little wings, kind of like hiding behind like a one of those like tablet things of sorts, kind of looking at you a bit.
Does it look
I
fey in
stare
nature?
at it to make it known that I have seen it. I know. Thing is, the player knows exactly what this is. I don't know if Hazel would. I
Can
look
somebody
at
else
it and
see
just like,
a big old rat,
Alright.
a very big rat.
oh
Oh
right.
shit!
You know, I'm just
Alright.
locking eyes with this thing, trying to not intimidate it, but like make it known that I see it.
Yeah, it's like a big old beaver-sized rat.
Hello,
What
little
is this?
squeaky. Hello, little
What is
squeaky.
this down here?
The rat like it makes rat sounds towards you. The pixie on your shoulder is not having a fun time. Like actively being like, kind of moving away from the rat.
You do not disrespect rats in my presence.
Oh, what? So sorry. Ah.
That is my fault. I give it
Okay.
a
Is this
little
anything
bit.
or is this just a rock?
It seems to have writing on it of sorts.
I would like to
You can
read
read
it.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Saxi and Baxi, sons of Scardi, twin sons of sons of Scardi, twins, brothers to Bera. They died young due to disease.
Can I open these?
You can.
There's
okay.
no need for that. Why are you defiling a child's tomb?
Because it's funny.
Knowledge. I remember hearing something about.
Yes, you want to get the
the twins.
disease that they died from.
What? Carcasses don't carry diseases.
Yes, they do. They explicitly do.
Well, too bad.
Well, cope.
I give
I
the
can
rat
only fight
some of my
back.
ration.
You do what with a rat?
I give the rat some of my rations.
Okay. Do an
If
animal
any-
handling.
you are
check.
over here telling me about these carcasses, meanwhile he is touching an infested rodent and
I
I'm the
can
one
only
getting a
look
disease.
one direction. I can't see in two different directions. I'm looking at you. I don't see what he's. I don't
21.
see what he's doing. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Skill issue.
So the rat seems to like the food you gave it and seems to be tolerable of you to a decent extent.
Tell me what is in here.
You find what appears to be like mostly just the skeletal remains of a child that seem to be strewn about the kind of the tomb, as if someone had already gone through it and
I will
mixed
put
up the
it
bones
back.
around so they're no longer in place.
You know, I kind of, I don't like this. Can I arrange the bones back in order?
You can do a medicine check, as in, you know, to see if you can how well you can do it.
Oh
Also,
boy.
they're fairly brittle as well, I should say.
Yes. Let's go. Natural 20.
You managed
Let's
to
go,
with
cook,
agility,
cook.
managed to place the bones back to where they were. You know, putting it in a more lively, well, not lively, but okay, theoretically lively. Okay, lively is a worse word to use. A more normative state, I guess, as compared to the strewn about state it was, which you know, you've undefiled it, I
Hey,
guess.
Rest well, child.
Victorian will kind of look somberly at what Sir Alex is doing for a moment.
You want to tag along, Mr. Cheddar?
Mr. Cheddar, shut the
Mr.
fuck
Cheddar,
up!
let's
I
go!
can't.
Let's
No.
we cannot. No, listen. Here we go. That has
He's
to
already
be
named it. Now we have to
Okay,
keep it.
nickname. Yeah, Mr.
Oh
Cheddar.
fucking Christ, Mr. Cheddar.
Speaking
Let's
of,
go.
Ian, can I talk to
Mr.
fucking-
Cheddar.
Can I talk to Mr. Cheez-It Powder over here?
For rat or who? Oh, yeah, you
The-
can
the
try.
dust
They
method.
actively are reeling back as you get close.
He's gonna get a fucking parrot called Mr. Cracker.
Does it look like he is protecting or aware of any goods in here?
Not really. It seems to be he was in they were in there. And they're reeling back as they kind of get spooked by you. Do an insight check.
There's my lowest roll for the session.
You aren't really sure exactly why it's spooked, but maybe it's just kind of normally spooked. Oh, but you do see a lot of piles of similar looking material to what it's made of, but instead of being the shape of, you know, a creature, they're just kind of piles, like over here and over here.
Are you lost, little one? I repeat that sentence in deep speech?
And it kind of moves back, a little spooked.
Do I know what language it's speaking?
Do a intelligence save. Sorry, intelligence, not save. Intelligence check.
Can it be a save?
If it's any of the
What? No.
9 languages I know, would I just hear it?
Yeah. Which languages do you know?
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Druidic, Giant, Infernal, Primordial, and Sylvan.
You can click on your sheet, by the way, to just drop all the languages you know.
So it's seems
Probably
to be
Primordial.
speaking from a variant of Primordial, which was Terran.
Ah.
Yeah, I know.
Does
Yes.
Primordial encompass all 4 of them, or do I
Yes.
have to...
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it does. Which I don't know, which I'm always iffy on because I feel like it kind of makes.
Well, I always thought that the subsections were like slang, so like you wouldn't get
Yes.
specific like
It's-
terms and all of
it's
that.
dialects.
But
I
basically,
thought it was
just
like
saying.
dialects, like you know,
Yeah.
like or like more variants where like it helps
So like
a
you
lot
might
to
not
know which
understand
one, but,
like
yeah.
Portuguese versus Brazilian Portuguese, but it's still the same language, kind of.
Yeah, it's like the Welsh might speak English, but you know I don't respect.
Yeah. Well, wait, what?
Fun and long.
If you're dissing the Welsh, they have a dragon on their flag, so.
They also fuck sheep, so you know.
Oh!
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Victorian's gonna kind of flutter over very quickly upon hearing that,
About fucking sheep?
and just kind of be like, "I can translate for you."
If you want to just talk to it, by all means. It looks to be scared of me, but I can't communicate, so go nuts.
I can't talk to things, but sure. And then Victoria will kind of flutter over. Hi, how are you?
Not good.
Oh, what's going on? Are you okay?
All my friends are dead.
Sorry. Sorry for laughing.
Oh, uh, um,
T.
would you like what happened to them? You
Uh,
can tell Victoria cannot talk to people at all.
People that said they were from a lake were fighting with people who were really short, and we got involved, and the people from the lake took us down, but the short people fought them too. But then the big bug came, and those horses, and I think they're all dead now.
Okay. That sounds like a lot. That's very scary. I'm sorry that happened. People from a lake and short people like my height?
Uh, like, I guess when I say short, I mean from a perspective that's not my own. So, but also no, they were like a little taller. Like,
Hmm.
like if I had big feet, like really big feet, I'd have would be free of those big feet tall.
Hmm.
But the lake people were much taller, and some had some had long chain with a thingy on the end, and another was like a rat man.
Are those the two I saw last time?
What do you
Not the
mean?
two that tried to take the egg?
Did you say last? No.
Okay.
At least doesn't it seem like it.
Okay, cool. Good. Okay. Um, okay. So, that's a lot. I'm sorry about what happened to your friends.
They
Would you
said
like
more
us to
lake
help?
people would come. Maybe? Help what?
You want us to help you get out of here before more lake people come?
Why would I leave my home? But I guess.
So, I mean, will you be okay here if more lake people come? Is there a place we could hide
Probably
you?
not. I don't know where I could put me. I can. If you guys are okay, I can go with you guys. Um, you guys got mushrooms to eat? You guys got sand? I like sand.
Give me one moment. And I'm gonna use the Outland, the feature for my background Outlander, that says in addition that I can find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people each day, and see if I can find some mushrooms.
I also like bones. Death is pretty cool, but not when it happens to, me and other people. But in the past, it's
Oh,
okay.
Fucking hypocrite.
oh,
I,
Oh my god.
oh.
I didn't really like that. I meant this place is interesting
No,
because
I understand.
of, okay.
Here, and Victorian will fly over, and see if there's like a random, just like odd bone or whatever. See if he can just find like a femur or something and bring it back to the dust stone really
Do
quickly.
you get like is it from one of the animal piles, or do you go into a coffin, like
The
a
animal
grave?
pile.
Okay. You go
He
right around
will
here. There's
look
like a dead
somberly at it
giant
when he
rat or
picks it
so.
up, though.
Yeah.
He will
Where's
look
the
somberly at it. He picks up the animal bone and just kind of grip
Yeah.
it tightly for a second. Okay.
It's from either a giant rat or perhaps like a dog or maybe like wolf or something.
Hazel, shut up. You were adopted.
What?
I did
She-
not hear Hazel. Oh, okay.
I didn't say. Oh, you mean in the chat?
Yes.
But say like I'm just sitting here being
No, I just didn't feel like typing.
well behaved. I'm being well behaved, so I guess maybe I have been adopted. God damn it! I need to kill one of you guys now.
And then
Norny, get over here. Sorry.
It
pause.
grabs sort of like the bone, but like carefully and nicely.
Oh, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you on the back of this. This is my friend Isa. She's very sweet. You're gonna get on her back, and we're gonna help you get out of here. Okay?
Okay. If you
Okay.
need help sleeping, I'm good at that.
Okay. Okay. We might take you up on that.
Okay.
Woo! Awesome. And Victorian will
Okay,
let her.
My name's
Back
Prevo,
up.
by the way.
Nice to meet you, guys. Mr. Cheddar has a name. And Victoria switches to common for that one.
Well, of course he's got a
Yeah,
name.
not
I
like a
named him.
giant name, not like a Northern name, just Mr. Cheddar.
Yes.
Well, which could be a traditional name for his people. That could be it.
It's a very
This is-
respectable title in my tribe.
Yeah. Okay, the rat does actually follow you around a bit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you got a good role in animal handling. That doesn't
Victorian,
necessarily too much,
You will
but you might have to
never
do it every
believe,
year.
guys. You will never believe what I have found.
You weren't
Come here.
that far away. They probably could have
Yeah.
heard you or maybe seen you from a little distance with the
Yeah.
alcove.
Victorian, now finding out that things have been hurt in the crossfire that are just trying to mind their own business, especially after watching Moritar basically do that, has brought out his new crossbow and just kind of fiddling with it.
Yeah.
Do the arrows go in like a magazine in it?
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
is
on the
it like
top.
okay?
Yeah.
He's kind of fiddling with the magazine, kind of idly unloading and reloading arrows.
Wait, yeah, that top rectangular thing would function as a magazine. I guess calling it a magazine might be unhelpful because it's not. I'm not sure how removable it would be.
Okay.
I guess think of it like just a loading source of sorts.
Oh,
But
okay.
actually, the idea of what I had in mind is that you'd pull it open, like pull one of those ladder things around,
Oh,
and that it
okay.
would say ladder things. Sorry, things at the back, and that it would open up from the back. I
Okay.
assume that's
Got
how
it.
it would function.
Understood.
But
So like
also
it
so
doesn't
you can
flip
slide stuff
up
in.
and you load it in there. It's like a
Yeah, I mean you could probably do that or just put them in on the top slit.
got it. Okay.
I would like to investigate the corpses I'm at.
Okay, which corpse are you
Like
at?
to investigate something.
I love
Uh,
Mr. Cheddar. Oh wait, Mr. Cheddar. Yeah, right. Mr. Cheddar's an actual rat, not Frevo.
Yeah,
So-
that's Mr. Cheez It Dust.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Also, can you attach Frevo to Issa?
And can you attach
So-
the rat to me?
You see lots of shit. Hazel, you found a path that seems to lead somewhere. Wonder where I
Great,
could go.
I ignore it because I don't want to take the attention away from everyone else doing actual
Okay.
things. I'm just being stupid.
Good. So that's cool. So Moritar, you see a lot of what you said you wanted to investigate. What do you want to
Yes.
determine about the thing? It seems to be a grouping of corpses that seem to have died together in some kind of varied combat.
I am interested in their equipment.
There seems to be as you're kind of doing that, Claire looks around, looks at some of them, and looks kind of aghast. Oh boy, they've already gotten this far deep. These are of my kingdom, the Carden kingdom. What you see, Moritar, is so there's two. First of all, there's two dead halflings that are both in. One is in halfling plate mail, and the other is in halfling-sized half plate.
How damaged is it?
The plate mail's a bit damaged. The half plate isn't too bad. When I say halfling size, like this could probably fit someone a little bit smaller. So like the half plate could probably fit like Victorian, but
So
I need to be wearing light armor at all times, otherwise I can not fly.
Oh, really? That's how it
Yep.
works? Ooh.
so this is a set of plate and half plate,
Okay.
small size.
Uh,
Correct.
let's see. You also see uh,
I am doing this with
you
the
also-
intention of stripping them and taking their shit.
now the other person, without doing an investigation check, I don't know if you have or not.
I
Like you see
shall
the
do it
other
now.
person that looks to be in some kind of half plate. Let me actually just make it big so I can see. Yeah, some kind of half plate of sorts, and they have
I
strange
swear
armor.
down.
And they seem to be wielding like a basically like a ball and chain type weapon. Whereas there's another person that's wearing basically just like a some mild rags and has like a a really rusty knife, and they look like a rat man that's dead. They look very strange. Not quite. They look like it's hard to tell if they're a were rat, albeit you've never seen a were rat, or maybe a shifter, but you haven't seen a shifter either. So like it could be one of those or a combination if that's even possible, or who knows what else. They look very odd. And next to him, obviously, is like the dead horses, dead skeletal horses, and a large dead insect.
I shall strip them of the actual important ones of their armor.
So you guys see that Moritar has just begun to do this. Claire is looking kind of trying
Oh,
to
that's
kind of looking
so
at some of the
cool.
pieces.
Sorry, nothing.
Oh.
So was it a plate mail and what else?
There was yeah, so there was a no like human-sized half plate. There was a halfling-sized half plate, and there was a halfling-sized full plate that was rather damaged.
Alrighty. I can't wait to get
They have more
downtime to
stuff in
repair
there as
that.
well. The there's also a weird ball and chain leg weapon, a long sword, and a flail, and a shield.
Martar's going to dump her shits on a rope.
There looks to be some very sprawled out stuff. It looks like some rats and other things I've been eating at. Like they have some rations that looks like just spilled across the floor. And like you see like it looks like a sleeping bag on the back of one of the halflings that seems to be like kind of strewn apart and damaged by the large dead insect. You also
Yeah,
notice
Martar
footprints.
also dumps out a metric shits on a rope from their bag of holding.
Yeah. You also would have noticed some giant-sized footprints over here that lead towards this direction.
I need space in my bag of holding to
Okay.
hold shit.
And as you're doing this, Claire Cardine is looking at some things, and she kind of like looks to the rat creature and kind of rests them by the wall and kind of puts her hand over the eyes of the creature, kind of pulling their eyelids downward.
Claire, I take it you knew this man.
No, I honestly, I have never met this person, but I know what they're suffering. They are one of many.
I see. I'm sorry.
And I hope that this group just happened by circumstance to all die together and that none of the other Cardin fellows are past then, albeit maybe they were killed by the dragon, luckily. But if not, that would be bad. I mean, well, given the amount of time that's passed, that could entail a lot of things. But I do know that the ship captain that brought me here is definitely not amongst these corpses, and they might be elsewhere in the city. They have other goals besides just the Tiefling.
Do we know why Claire wants Tiefling or why she's with us? I can't recall if she told us or not.
You know that she wants Tiefling in order to slay her father, or like,
Yep.
give her a chance to basically take down the
We're killing Claire's dad after we stop
really
the
far-
volcano from erupting.
No. Also, I should mention Claire's dad is probably one of the farthest away people of like all the things you've met so far. Like
Yes.
they're like
It's a
couple
long
hundred miles.
it's a long quest. But we volcano first, then Claire's dad.
And then she'll be like, "No, it's okay. I can go my own." You're like, "No, we're going." And then we have a new campaign. Redo that. That's no.
Right, well,
I'll write fan fiction after the campaign ends about it.
I
I
will say if
suppose-
it, well, actually, I'll say.
let's be on our way, yes? Unless there's something else we need to do with the bodies. I think I see a path up here.
I gotta step away for a sec.
Hey, what's this?
We're about to end.
What is this?
I think.
Alright, fuck it,
Oh.
fuck it.
I mean, you can. Oh, okay. I mean, you
Yeah,
can step
we-
away if you want. Well, you can give your boom for now. It's fine. Sardonyx, it appears to be a large tomb with a written on it, Hosfir, Great Mayor of Vetberg, son of Bera, great grandson of Vetnor.
Actually, it's over. Anyways.
By the way, if you guys are moving to the next room, I was gonna show you a room and then end, but we can just end here.
I would like to say
Actually, it might
that
be-
as we approach the room, Victorian's probably going to gather towards the front with Issa and just make sure the crossbow is loaded.
Did you want to see the map, or did you want to
Yeah.
wait till next time?
Absolutely.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Which one?
See it.
Okay. I may do a slight modification in terms of lighting of the sides, but otherwise it looks like this.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Let me
Spooky.
drag.
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
Let me
Oh, it's
drag my
fucking
blade.
dark.
Can you drag us onto the map wherever we are?
Decent thing.
I mean, this would be a dark map. I need to add
Wait,
like
from
I
the
might add
bottom or
some
the
lighting
top?
to it.
No. The
Yeah,
top.
I can just drag you here. I'll turn off the lighting for actually.
Just
I'll
drag
turn
us
off the
is
lighting for
easier.
half a second and let you see it. But I don't know if I should. But actually, there's not a lot of
Just-
reason to.
Just
have you
drag
not
us.
know.
Ooh, holy shit.
There you go. That's your
Ooh.
hint. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. That's what you got.
Where's my baby? There's my baby. She's way too far ahead. There's my baby.
By the way, did you leave any of the smaller things behind, like the mephite? Or did you
Hell
bring the
no. They
mephite into
come
the
with us.
dragon lair?
I'm gonna leave them at the entrance and tell them to yell if they need us. I
Okay.
don't want to need. We don't have to act that out.
Hopefully we won't forget. Okay. I assume a rat probably came though.
Titus, I know you can
Uh,
take notes. Can you put that at the bottom?
Mr. Cheddar.
I love you. I'm gonna start taking notes soon. I promise. Don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that.
I will try.
we're ending here. This is
I'll put it in
much
campfire
longer
chat.
session than normal.
Or wait, I think you're doing that already.
Mr. Cheddar's
you're good.
going off on his own.
No, Mr. Cheddar. You don't get Mr. Cheddar off that battle map.
Mr. Cheddar is a combatant.
Mr. Cheddar solos.
Mr. Cheddar's
Mr.
gonna get the
Cheddar's
last
right
hit on the
forward.
dragon.
Yes, Mr. Cheddar's gonna do like 1d4 damage, and it's gonna be the final
If,
kill.
if
And
Mr.
we'll all
Cheddar participates
scream.
in this fight, that means he needs to get a class level when we win.
Maybe.
Absolutely,
I agree with that
concur.
one.
Alright, actually, never mind. We're keeping Mr. Cheddar.
Oh
New
god,
plan.
and it's gonna get a level fighter. I'm gonna let you do the whole like Dark Souls
Yeah.
wolf sword thing. But
What do you mean?
Yes.
There's literally the
Absolutely.
psychic system for this.
Yeah, I was saying there's a sidekick system. We can make it a warrior sidekick.
He's not gonna be using a sword. I want him
No.
to
This
use
is
a
gonna cook.
gun.
We
This is
we
gonna
turned
be
him
so
into
good.
a
A knife.
druid. We
I
turned him into
want
a
him-
druid and he becomes Kugresh.
I want
Oh my
him
gosh.
to use a gun. And not like
No.
a
Are we gonna
Can
get
we
that?
give him a...
I want him
What-
to fucking pull up a Smith and Wesson. I want him to pull the 40.
Yes,
Where is he
absolutely.
gonna get that? I mean, that is a
Consider the
One-
theoretically possible thing. But
One day, Victorion
not
and
here.
Moritar are going to be close enough for Victorion to be like, "Can you build me a gun?" And I cannot wait for that day.
The Moritar's gonna go, what's a gun?
Abaddon is just gonna go over to Moritar and say, "Look, I understand that he's a rat, but he's responsible.
Give
So
him an
please
arm.
give him something that will equalize everything."
Give him like a mini version of your armor. Oh my gosh, Iron Mouse.
I'm just imagining Palicos from Monster Hunter World.
Yes.
I feel like we're all thinking too outside the box. I think we need to think inside the box.
It's a rat.
Mr. Cheddar. No. Mr. Cheddar is how Moritar swaps to be a battlesmith.
Yes. Let's
He
go.
builds a mech for the mouse.
Cook,
Oh, I
cook,
thought you were
let-
gonna say the
we
mouse
wanna cook.
dies, and he's like, "In your honor, I will build."
Oh
you
no!
a
So hear me
sword."
out. So you know
No. He makes a mech for his mouse. The mouse.
You know the there's an invocation for that. I'm just saying. There's an invocation for a companion. I'm just saying, Mr. Cheddar, little Iron
Actual
Mouse.
warlock.
Friendly
I love how
warning.
we care more about this
No,
mouse
you know what I
than really
mean.
right now.
You know what I mean. You know what they're called. Infusion.
Disrespect
Shut up.
his pieces, okay.
There's an infusion for making a little buddy.
That's called a homunculus.
Shut
Yeah, this
up.
thing is not a homunculus.
We can flavor.
Smashes mouse,
can
turns into
flavor.
a homunculus.
Don't disrespect
like-
Lord.
fucking
Just
identity.
loads up on, just on table, immediately slaps it with like fist.
My
Just then
boon point
a
is
rat.
going to
Oh, right, yeah, boon
Norlis, I
points.
think. Norlis cooked this session. Norlis cooked, like the roleplay, especially when we're talking to the thing son, which I can't remember, which works because Victorion wasn't paying any attention throughout that whole thing. He was very mad at the party for doing a detour. He was sitting there with Abaddon and just angrily having a conversation with Issa, and I think that's really funny.
Thank you.
But no, you cooked. You cooked.
My boon point goes to Hazel for getting a 30.
Oh my god, that cooked. That I was like,
Also
30.
for stealing all my luck.
Conversely, my boon point is going to go to Moritar for sticking so hard to the bit of just like, alright, this short sword didn't work. What about a rapier? Okay, what about a
I
long sword?
love-
To the point of just pulling a random axe out of fucking nowhere and saying, come on, try this. Meanwhile, I'm picking the lock successfully. So I think that he definitely gets my boon point for that.
Honestly, I think he did read the. Wait, did Moritar read the sign
Nope.
before he started? Oh,
No. Remember, Vicky was the only one that read the sign at first.
because I want to know if he read the sign, if he would have guessed what, what the intended idea was. Because Abaddon had
He would've.
consistently used that sword every now and then. Like, despite him having other weapons, he kept using that sword every now and then. As in, he had the sword, but that sword, it was like a +1 longsword. See? Who's gonna go next for boon points?
I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my boon point to Victorion for emotional investment in their backstory, and now I'm really curious on what happened with their village
Yes.
and how they
He
like.
was going to rant.
I'm interested now.
I cannot wait. It'll come out during the dragon fight, especially if there are some dead fairies are on the ground here. I keep going, why do I only have 2 boon codes? Because I came back from literal death.
Is there anyone else who hasn't given a boon point?
There's a couple people.
Abaddon.
I haven't been paying too much attention on exactly who hasn't.
I'm really
haven't
all.
Abaddon
Y'all all deserve one.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, explain.
For the simple fact that basically everyone was invested in this fucking session. Like everyone got to talk, everyone got to roleplay, everyone fucking participated.
Okay. Well, that's the expectation, I think. Well, I mean, it's
Well, I
kind of
mean-
varies.
I mean, everyone had everyone had the spotlight on them like pretty fucking good. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, man.
Cooked.
Sorry.
Everyone
I feel like we give
cooked.
too many give everyone point things, but well, that. I mean, there was a while where it was a little more common, but. Okay, who's next?
Sardonyx and you.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. Did I write it? No, did I write it? Damn, I can't give it to them. I feel like I'd give it to Hazel
Ooh. I'm stacking
for
these up.
finding out that the cleaver of Third is in fact sexist. Best part.
Yes. It really looked at Moritar and said, "Your vibes are trash. Bye."
I'm gonna
So
give
that means
mine
to 6.
to.
Yeah.
Wait. Grab. Ah. Sorry for that. I'm going to give mine, I think, to Sardonyx for a couple of things, but I think partially would be the choice to, I guess a mixture of like your hard sell on trying to get the I guess the lack of a skeleton remains of him, whatever, to kind of actually open the gate of the coffin for you, even if it's like your initial reasons, at least with the summer party, were to simply loot the thing, and you guys could have, but you didn't, and that's gonna be good. But a combination of that, and then also the way you dealt with the some of the other tombs, where you kind of put the bones back in order, and some of the other stuff. But I thought it was neat.
You were very
And
respectful
hopefully we can
to
share
the
some
reason that this tomb was built.
Indeed.
All right.
I am here for knowledge, not to loot.
You cooked. Me when I'm in my cooking era.
She's here for knowledge. I'm here for money. I don't care anything about this tomb. I care about how much it's gonna line my pockets.
Victoria's here to make sure people don't get hurt, and he's surrounded by dead bodies.
For a bit.
I feel like people aren't fully realizing that Victoria is slowly breaking apart at the seams, and it's not gonna occur to the rest of the party until he just commits a violent murder.
Womp
Good.
womp.
Screaming.
You know,
Screaming.
they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah, I hope you know if you do that, Mortar's gonna point you. Go, that's pretty evil.
Yeah, absolutely. I cannot wait for that.
Hazel is gonna be so excited that someone's finally on her wavelength. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna corrupt this person. Everyone else is just like, I can fix them. Meanwhile, I'm looking at Victoria and like, I can make you worse.
Oh my gosh.